population is less than 14,000 people. But Tuchel's friends there remember a boy whose ambitions lay far beyond the Bavarian community. His will to win was evident early. Tuchel often captained his youth football teams, and his school side lifted the national German football trophy in 1987. The Sport took the young defender on a whistle-stop tour of South Germany, from Augsburg to Stuttgart and then Ulm. A knee injury ended his playing career at the age of 25, though. Tuchel accepted his first coaching role in the Stuttgart youth setup in 2000, hired by none other than Ralf Rangnick. Under Tuchel's stewardship, the club's under-19s won their league title in 2005. But Stuttgart chose not to renew his contract, feeling Tuchel had an abrasive personality. He went on to manage Augsburg's second team before spending 5 years at the helm at Mainz. He then followed in Jurgen Klopp's footsteps and moved from Mainz to Dortmund. Here, Tuchel secured his first major silverware, the German Cup, in 2017. 8 more major trophies came next for Tuchel in just 5 glorious seasons. He won 2 Ligue 1 titles and a pair of domestic cups as PSG boss. At Chelsea, he famously lifted the Champions League, as well as a Super Cup and a Club World Cup, and he also bagged a Bundesliga at Bayern Munich. And then, 4 months after leaving Bayern, Tuchel was unveiled as England's new manager.
I always wanted to come back to England. That was my big goal. I have the best memories of the country, of the league and of the players. The attitude towards the game, the attitudes from the supporters.
Well, here's hoping Tuchel can finally drag England over the line at a major tournament.
Good morning, welcome to the Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, in the trenches. With me today is the legend is Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car and get a free 2-year service plan. Plus, get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Gabster.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
Good morning, how are we?
We're okay. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Although I did make a mistake yesterday.
What?
We had the legend that is my hero, Chris Evans, in the studio yesterday.
Yes.
And I said to him, what time do you go to bed when you do? What time do you do breakfast show? He said about 8:30, 9.
9 to noon.
I said, okay, all right, I like that. So I made the mistake yesterday afternoon of having a little nap.
You
that little nap went on for 2 hours.
Oh.
And then I got to about, well, when the third goal went in, I thought, okay, it's 9:45. Chris Evans will be proud of me if I go to bed now. Tossing and turning until midnight. Yeah, just you just lie there, you go, what happens? When do you start panicking? When do you go like, I don't know what...
Happens to me all the time. The adrenaline of the Champions League games in a hotel, and you're just like, oh my God, 12 o'clock. You're like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it?
5 hours, what's the point?
Yeah.
But I'm glad, mate, that you had a nap, you crumbled. That makes my day, you know.
What's it?
That makes my day.
It wasn't a crumble. What it was...
It was a crumble.
No, here's the thing.
You bottled it.
Here's the thing, right? I finish at 10, you get home at 11.
What do?
What do you do? Well, there's no one about.
Do some jobs.
She'd already put all my clothes out for the day. You got in trouble with my missus yesterday.
Nice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's too late, mate.
I'm going to send you some nice wine for her.
Nothing to do with me.
I want to apologise.
You upset a lot of people with that, didn't you?
Yeah, it is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, very funny.
I like upsetting people. Makes me happy.
We've got a great show today. Rio Ferdinand. I just want to point out this to everyone. Rio Ferdinand's on a bit later on. Now, I booked Rio.
Did you?
Right?
Oh.
I'm just sharing that information with you. He should be on.
Oh, should?
Well, no, he is. I've got it confirmed by his people that he's coming on.
Oh, you don't go straight through him?
No, I don't know him that well. I don't know him that well, right?
That's not great, is it?
Well, if he comes on, it's great. It doesn't matter how I get people, does it?
But like you go through Beckham, you go through this guy. Do you know what I mean? You have to go through Rio's people.
I'm led to believe he changes his phone number like every single week, right? Just so people like me don't drive him mad.
Yeah.
But he's on. He's on. Yeah. We've got
Fingers
him.
crossed.
All right.
Good time to have Man United.
Paddy McGuinness as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Big good show. Great show.
Mate, the biggest talking point. You'll come to it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What from last night's football?
I'm so glad I turned off the Man City game at 2-0 because the Motherwell Celtic game was one hell of a game.
Insane, wasn't it?
Mate, it was a great game until that incident. Motherwell are a great team.
Yeah.
I thought Watt done well.
I don't really know how you get past that because everyone on the planet, apart from Celtic fans, understandably, know that it wasn't a handball.
Do you know incredible, mate? I commented on Charlie McGrew's post. I commented on Shaban's post, not a penalty.
Why? Who did that?
I won't do that again.
What?
Oh, I was getting pouters, mate.
Why would you get involved with that yet? Why would you do what, for comedy value?
Because I was like, I was tossing and turning like yourself. And I thought, let me just throw in a little never a pen. Oh,
did you?
Oh,
you put never in a million years.
Away you go, Gabby. Wow. Get to. Da-da-da. I was getting hammered, but
why'd you do that?
Because it's funny, mate.
Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah.
And one person put he put something like, "My ironing board is better played than you ever been," and I put, "Really? Damn, that's bad, isn't it?" And he replied, laughing faces. I feel like people go mean, and then when you reply, not
with
taking
comedy,
it seriously,
you're right.
then
Yeah, a lot
they
of people
laugh.
don't expect you to reply.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they think I'm going to reply angry, but I'm replying laughing faces. But you can tell it wasn't a penalty because
should we get into it?
All the non-Celtic fans, even the neutrals, agree it's not a penalty, mate.
Well, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm stunned. But if you don't, let me tell you exactly where we're at, because social media has been in uproar all night after Celtic were awarded a controversial penalty deep into stoppage time against Motherwell. That gave them a 3-2 win. And because of that, it moved them just a point behind Hearts, who, of course, they hosted in the final game of the season in the race for the title. The Hearts boss, Derek McInnes, was very unhappy, as you would imagine, after seeing the penalty decision that went Celtic's way.
I'd heard there was a 96-minute penalty. I didn't need to ask who for. And it was going to VAR. Obviously, it's Celtic have scored. Having seen it, it feels like us against everybody. It's when you see the two that we didn't get at the weekend, and then you see that, I thought I was missing something when I was watching it. I had to ask, what am I looking for here? So, no, it's actually quite disgusting, to be honest.
What? I think the for a football fan who knows how football works,
yes,
right, you can't punch a ball with that much power. It's as simple as that, right? If it's hit his hand, it would just drop on the floor, or it would maybe go 3 foot.
You can punch a ball that, but he didn't have a.
It wasn't a punch, was it?
No, it wasn't a punch. It was an open wrist. It was obvious, and the worst part about it for me was when you look at the West Ham disallowed goal, 5 minutes. Last night, the referee went over. It looked like he had a glance for a second. Turnaround penalty. I didn't like it, mate. I'm a neutral. I love Rangers. I love Celtic, Hearts, whatever. Haven't got a dog in a fight, but that was bad. And there's been a lot of talk all season about the problem in the Scottish League. I mean, Ali's been vocal on it. I spoke to him last night. He was not happy. But I just think, like, it's not a penalty. Once you slow it down, you can tell you can't, with an open hand, a ball go that far. It's obviously his arm's up, but he's headed it. If the referee took 2-3 minutes to relax, it's a massive decision in a title race. He doesn't give that penalty. I was thinking, was it for the elbow on Trusty?
That's what initial view, when they both
not handball. I was like, it's not handball. He headed it. I'm thinking, is it an elbow? Then I'm like, no, he doesn't really touch him with the elbow. I think it's a terrible decision because if you're Hearts, you could have went to Celtic Park on the weekend and Celtic would have had to beat you 3-0 to win the league. Six goal difference better for Hearts. I think we'll get a lot of callers for this today, man. That's the topic of the day. It was a terrible decision.
Well, before we go to the phone lines, have a listen to this. Here's Jason Cunningham, talkSPORT's resident Celtic fan, Shabana Hearn, debating whether it was or the right or wrong decision on last night's Sports Bar.
It looks like he's touched his hand. I don't know if you're so passionate
now Shaban's coming around to my way thing. Now it looks like it has.
It's touched. No, sorry, it's touched his hand. It's
you just said it looks like, and it's a shocking decision. If it's both of those things, it looks like it's
It
shocking.
looks like it touched his hand, Jason. You're clutching me. Why are you so
What you need
angry?
to say is,
Why
100%.
are you
it's like-
bothered? What's the problem?
No, what you've got
What's
to say
going on at
is,
home?
what
Tell
you've
me
got to say
what's
is,
wrong.
Shaban, it's
Talk to me.
100% it's a penalty. 100%. What percentage?
100% it's a penalty.
You see, now
100%
it's
it's a penalty.
Now it's gone from
200%
looks
it's a
like
penalty.
to 100%.
And we'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah.
I won't be watching. I'll be at Wembley.
It was a mad decision. Here's what I'd like to hear, right? Because I was talking to Posh Ollie, our producer, about it earlier on.
But you're sick of him.
What?
But you're sick of him, aren't you?
Oh, Ollie?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to speak to him. He speaks to my agent. My agent relays it back to me. I'm not sure to be that close to him. You know that.
I don't blame you.
It's like when Joe McCall walks up and down the office. Everyone pretends to be on their phone. Oh, yeah, go on, Mum. Yeah, what was that? Yeah. But here's the thing. I would like to find a Celtic fan that says it wasn't a penalty. Because here's what's going to happen today. We're going to open the phone lines up. 03717 223344. Every Celtic fan will say it was, and every other fan will say it wasn't.
I want Celtic guests as well. I want Celtic fans, Celtic guests, to be honest. Because I get it. If this was Aston Villa, Birmingham City, whatever, I'd say it'd be 8 to 10. But deep down, I think every Celtic fan will say that was not a penalty.
Here's my question, Mike. You said if it was a Villa pen, you'd say, yeah, it was a pen.
Of course,
right?
yeah, because it means so much.
Here's my question. Why now, like 10 hours after, or whatever it is, why wouldn't you say, now that the result is carved in stone, why wouldn't you go, actually, it probably wasn't, but what can you do?
I would.
You would say
that.
You
I would
come out now and
afterwards.
say that.
The following morning, I'll say, I've looked back at it like, oh, if that was the other way around, wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because Motherwell were the better team. They really was. They played some amazing stuff, unlucky themselves to not get a winner. And I couldn't believe it, mate. Honestly, I'm watching the game, Andy, and I'm just like, what are they going to check? That's never.
Did you know it was coming?
I didn't know that was penalty was coming. No, I thought it was going to end up in a draw, and Celtic have got to go and win 3-0 at home against Hearts. With your Hearts, their game had finished first, and they're all waiting to check the score. And like when you look back at that, you are agreeing with Derek McInnes and saying everyone's against us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for
that,
the
mate.
neutral, it sets out beautifully for the weekend, right?
Yeah.
What a game. As I said yesterday when we were talking about it, right? So many eyes would be on Scottish football at the weekend.
Oh, 100%.
And they
It's
wouldn't
great.
have been.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have. If Celtic would have lost, for argument's sake, last night, it's over.
Of course.
Right? So,
I'm happy for Martin O'Neill, like what the job he's done, legendary manager, but that is not a penalty. If that was in the World Cup final, and England are in the World Cup final, do you know what I mean, mate? There's going to be like riots if that was given against us.
Let me ask you this. The last game of the season, they obviously meet, right? And that's going to decide the title. Do you think the referee for that should be maybe an international referee?
100%. I've said this before. Can it be an English referee that has got no ties to any Scottish football, or an international referee? I would. Because of the way certain decisions, I mean, Ali said he would come on today. Ali's got, I think he's got a list of decisions that have gone maybe Celtic's way, but just such an important game. The VAR and the referees, I would get international officials.
We should do that, right?
Yeah, because like you don't want the league to be decided on the last day by a silly penalty or a silly decision. But can I also say, Danny Rowell, disgraceful, not giving Tavernier minutes.
Okay.
He was crying when he got on the pitch, wasn't he, for his last game. All he's done for that football club, and you end up losing the game anyway. Had 4 defeats in a row. You weren't playing for nothing last night.
Yeah,
I didn't like that, mate. I didn't like that. He would have got a good see-off from the Rangers fans.
There's no
I didn't like that at all, mate.
No. Okay, it's a fair point, yeah. Right, we're going to start off taking your calls tonight. It's a big one as well. What a great way to start the day. 03717 223344 Hearts fans. Were you robbed of title celebrations last night? And are there any Celtic fans out there who actually think it wasn't a penalty? You can pick up the phone, give us a call. You'll be on The Breakfast Show with me and Gabby, 03717 223344. And next up on The Breakfast Show with me and Gabby, Olivia will be here with the back pages as we turn our attention to Phil. You don't get on with her?
Yes.
You don't like Olivia?
No, I meant to say yes.
Oh, fine. Oh, you just got it wrong.
Sorry,
wrong.
mate.
Okay, that's fine. That happens.
Early.
Yeah, she'll be in. Yes, let's all get excited that Olivia's going to be in the studio. Pick up the phone. You can have your say 03717 223344. It's 6:14. This is The Breakfast Show on talkSPORT.
As we alluded to yesterday, Southampton are likely to face a sporting sanction if they're found guilty of spying charges. As a result, they could end up being thrown out of the playoff final to be replaced in that final by Middlesbrough instead, the team that they put out last night at the semi-final second leg stage. We said we'd look into this more thoroughly from a financial, legal expert point of view, and the very man who fits that bill is sitting to my right. Stefan Borsten joins us live in studio. And Stefan, good morning to you.
Hi.
We'll get into how this may or may not play out in the courts. Is there a precedent, Stefan, for chucking a team out of the playoffs?
Well, it happened to Swindon, but it was different. Well, not in terms of the playoffs, but in terms of sort of annulling the promotion. But it was a different situation. I mean, there's no situation where you've had it all come to a head within this small window around the playoffs. In terms of spying / espionage, there's really very few cases anywhere in football in respect of this. So you've got the Leeds situation that we know about, where it was systematic. They ended up with a £200,000 fine. And effectively, the other part of the sanction was to vote in favour of the rule that then came in. This rule that we're now talking about in terms of the 72-hour rule. That was part of the agreement on that. So that brought the rule in. The only other case is actually from the from the Olympics with Canada's women's team, and FIFA in 2024 docked them 6 points.
The offer to be the voice of a sheep.
Yes, you can only dream, really.
Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser. Well, how much of Rip does your husband in real life have about him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's man. He's
Kirsty and Phil.
Can we talk about one other thing?
We can talk about loads of things. It's an interview.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning.
Morning. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. It's just coming up at 6:20, and the big story this morning is the controversial penalty given to Celtic in the last minute of the game against Motherwell, giving them the win, setting up a final day showdown with Hearts. Shall we go to the phone lines? I think we shall. Let's speak to Dot, who's a Hearts fan. Good morning, Dot.
Good morning, Dot.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby.
How are you, Dot?
I've spoken to you before. I'm fine, Gabby. Yeah, I'm no fine. I'm absolutely distraught driving to work through in Glasgow. I've spoken to Andy before about Sunderland. I'm a season ticket holder down there as well. When you look at the Hearts game, I was there last night, season ticket holder, but you look at the Hearts game on Saturday night, the referee gave a penalty kick, and then VAR told them to look at it, and it was he didn't give it because he said not enough contact to Kizaridas for to go down. And then last night the ball comes over when it's at Parkhead, Motherwell. The ball came over. The guy, not enough contact. That Motherwell player Nicholson, with Tufty have punched that ball. It landed 15 yards away from where he hit it. Unbelievable, honestly. Up until this day, everybody says up here it's corrupt. Scottish SFA is corrupt, always towards Celtic and Rangers, and it's known till now that I actually believe it, because Ken, that's just unbelievable last night.
Dot, thank you for calling. It was. I agree with you. I think the whole nation agrees with you. Let's find out if Celtic fans agree with you. Brian's up next. Morning, Brian.
Morning, Brian.
Morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah,
all well, mate.
Come on in. On it. Hand on heart. Was it a pen?
No.
Don't laugh. You're not meant to laugh when you say it.
Hey, you take all day.
Yeah.
As for what you were saying earlier on, Gabby,
Yeah.
if England got that in the final minute of a World Cup, you would take it all day long.
Oh, 100%, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, but I thought Trusty had just went down. I thought he went down just to fake up. I thought, what's going on here? I didn't have a clue what was going on, but nah. Not for me, mate, but I'll take it all day long. Bring on Saturday.
I bet you
Bring
will.
on
Love that,
Saturday.
mate.
I bet you will.
An honest fan. Love it.
Yeah, that's what you want, right?
Yeah, I get
I mean,
it.
it always
You
feels
take
worse,
it.
like you're rubbing it in when you say yes.
Yeah, but you take it. It's not the fans' fault.
Yeah,
At
of
all.
course it's not. Yeah. Keep your calls coming in 03717 223344. Time now, though, for a quick coffee break and a look at the back pages with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
Say good morning again to Olivia Bazaglo.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Your hair looks good today.
Does it?
Shiny, like if you're in a shampoo advert, it would work.
I
Yeah.
don't know much about hair.
Wait, he will later.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't know what's coming, but he will know a lot about
Yeah,
it later.
you will later.
Yeah.
Great hair.
Can you believe that he said that out of everyone at talkSPORT, Andy, he'd least like to go for a coffee with me
When did he say that?
last week?
Why would you do that?
So rude.
What's wrong with her?
No, because
I talk too much, apparently.
No. I just
what
made
you
it
said.
up. You know. I had to
Showing
pick,
off.
No,
Just
actually, showing off. I wanted to pick someone who could take.
Okay.
I'll take the banter.
Like at school, when you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean to the ones that
Would you like to go for a coffee with Gab?
Not really.
No.
We were talking about the worst decisions you've ever made off the back of the VAR call. So what's the worst decision you've ever made, Gabby?
Where do I start?
Was it take it all off?
This part there, and I'm joking.
Andy?
I'm gonna pass. Get myself in trouble. Second day in a row.
Mine might have been when the bosses went, "Do you want to do the breakfast show for a week?" And I went, "What time do I have to get? What time? 4:20 what?" I don't really make bad decisions.
You're not?
No, I don't. I don't make any decisions.
I'm not going to lie. I don't believe that.
Do you think I've made a bad one?
Yeah, I think in your life you've made a few bad decisions.
No, I haven't made any bad decisions.
Shouldn't lie, Andy.
No, I haven't. I'm just trying to think now.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave it with you. Anyway,
Okay.
let's talk through the headlines because it's not a funny situation. It's not. But the picture of the Southampton spy unmasked on the back page of the Telegraph
I think
is
it's funny.
the
That is funny.
funniest thing. Like,
That
it's
is.
just some bloke with an iPhone.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
some intern.
it's like if you're watching Mike Bassett. Do you remember Mike Bassett the movie? That's the type of comedy they'd go for. It's
sorry.
the worst spy I've ever
It's
seen in my
so
life.
funny.
Once I seen it and I saw where he was stood and I seen exactly how you can get there. I mean, we could go
It's-
there and stand.
Yeah, you could go there
and
and stand.
video as
Yeah,
a fan.
yeah.
Like, come on, you're not getting kicked out of the playoffs.
No, they
for that.
can't. They
Impossible.
can't.
On the back page of the Daily Mail, Southampton spy unmasked bombshell photo shows Saints intern film
It's
in
such a
Borough.
great picture.
Snooper blooper spy at Borough busted. That's on the back page of the Sun. We are going to have plenty. We're going to do a whole section on Spygate a little bit later. But just after City as well last night on the back page of the Guardian. Oh, actually, no. Borough to train for final in case Southampton is expelled. By the
Yeah,
way,
we
that's
talked
on the
about
back.
it. Yeah, that's a
Do you
little bit.
reckon?
now.
Yeah, I don't.
A decision needs to be made today, right, or tomorrow,
They won't be
Surely
expelled,
Borough
surely.
have got to produce some more privacy in their training ground.
or just any.
I mean, wasn't going to train at the park.
Yeah.
Let everyone come and video it. There's
It's
no
literally
privacy.
like moaning of peeping toms in the change room and then realising there's no doors on
Exactly.
the cubicles, right? It's so ridiculous.
Okay, we're going to do a whole section on Spygate. But just quickly, I want to get your thoughts on the back page of the Mirror. Phil Still, something special. Foden proves class is permanent. 2 assists, and they were both lovely.
Back heel was unbelievable.
Oh, so good. But is it too little, too late for Phil Foden in terms of going to the World Cup?
It's a hard decision because it's the manager's choice, but the first assist was outstanding. That's the Phil Foden that we know.
Yeah.
But if you look at his stats, I mean, that season where he won Player of the Season, he got 19 goals, 8 assists, only 7 goals, 5 assists this season. He's not been at his best. But when there's 26 players go, you never know.
I take him.
Over who, though?
Because Olivia wants to take Palmer.
No, why have you always got to do this?
Do you want to take Palmer?
I believe.
Hold on,
no.
hold on.
Oh, I
Well, you've
hate.
got two
do you know,
buttons
I
in
like
front of you.
listening.
You know what I mean?
I
Yes
like
or
listening
no?
to you, Andy.
Yes.
When I'm actually like,
Yeah.
you do this to other people,
Yeah,
but when
yes
I'm
or
actually
no?
here, I don't like
Yes
it.
or
you
no?
stop her from talking.
You got to press one of them. Yes or no? Cole Palmer.
Yes.
You're pressing yes.
I'm pressing yes. Because big game player.
All right. Did Chelsea
Big
not
game
have,
player.
Chelsea don't have big games this season because he's not. He's not.
Nah. We had big games last season.
Oh right, but this season
He stepped up.
big game at the weekend.
Yeah, if he does in the FA Cup final, which he might do. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just talking like Euro final, Club World Cup final, conference final. Like Cole Palmer has scored a goal in the Euros final for England to get them back into that game against Spain. Not many players have done that. But then I don't know who to not take if you're going to take Foden and Palmer, because can you take them both?
Yeah,
I don't
Foden
think you
didn't
can.
take his chance, did he, in the friendlies that he
No.
played a couple of months
No.
ago? He didn't look great, did he?
Who would you take?
I would take what in order.
Or
No,
if you're going to say Foden, so you're not taking Palmer.
Yeah, I'll take both.
So who would you not take? Eze, Rodgers, Morgan Gibbs-White? You can't take them all.
I'm definitely taking Rodgers. I think it's fantastic.
So you think Eze and Gibbs-White miss out? Because you can only take...
Yes.
Really?
He's my answer to that. Yeah.
Wow.
Why is that such a wow?
You are.
What? Okay, who are you?
Because they've both been out of form this season, haven't they?
Yeah.
So you're taking two players out of
You're
form.
taking Cole Palmer.
Yeah, I'm taking one. You're picking two.
You're taking one player out of form.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm just... No, but like he has been, by his standards,
You're
he's
taking
been
Cole
out
Palmer literally
off the back of scoring in big moments.
Yeah, nothing to do with the season. His form's
Not really,
irrelevant.
because his form this season, listen, we all know, watching Cole Palmer, he's been injured. And to be honest, like Rory was saying on Drive yesterday, it does feel like he needs a summer off in terms of get that groin surgery done, because he's had issues with it all season.
How could you mention that? Rory on Drive? Are you trying to upset Andy?
I didn't even hear that. It just went through me.
What's wrong with that?
Have you heard the show?
It was much better. It was much better. It was much better
do that?
yesterday.
Why would you do that?
When's Al back?
Oh, how good was Sam yesterday, by the way? Maybe fire you get burnt. Gab,
Give it. I can take it.
I wouldn't go for coffee either. Promise you. Are you coming back in 15 minutes?
I am going back in. We're going to do a whole section on Spygate.
Why don't we do a quiz or something?
Don't worry, that's coming. No, we've
Gab
got a
wants
would
a
you.
quiz.
We've got a would you rather. We've got would you rather's coming at 7:15.
Lovely, all over
Oh,
it.
that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so
What are
we've
you
got a
gonna
bit
do
of
now?
serious,
What
a
are you
bit of
gonna do
fun. Go and research on Spygate.
That's it? That's all your
I've
job
only
is?
got 15 minutes, Andy.
How long do you
What do you want me to do?
Well, what? Okay.
She's on one of them moves
No,
today, Andy.
no, I like that. No,
Everyone's
on the back of
hitting
that. Oh, yeah. It better be good, this Spygate stuff. Now you've said that,
Andy,
it better be...
it's always good.
Is it?
It's always
It's
good.
not what Gab tells me.
Oh, it is. She's
Gab
very
hates
good.
it.
Oh, you say it
she's
now,
very
she's-
good.
Gab pretends that he likes me, actually hates it.
Olivia's very good at her job.
Why don't you look at
thanks,
when you say
Gab.
that? Why don't you look at when you say that?
Because there's a big game.
Oh, right, okay.
Charlton.
You know that's not live, don't you?
Charlton are after a goal against Sunderland in 1992.
That's more important. Liv, always a pleasure. We'll see you in a bit.
Always a pleasure.
That was thanks to our wonderful friends at Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
Oh, I tell you, it better be good when she comes back in the studio. Building it up like that.
Hasn't left yet.
50. I know she hasn't left yet. Take your phone. It's glued to her around that phone. Have you noticed? Videos, everything. Coming up, it was revealed yesterday that Andy Gordon has agreed terms with Bayern Munich, so Newcastle fans miss him. We'll find out after this. It's 6:29.
Leeds, they had injuries. They weren't really at the races.
And they should have won it, though. Leeds should have won it.
Yeah, because we fell apart. We fell apart, mate.
What's that?
Yeah, but
Don't blame Leeds. They're just having a pop at West Ham.
I'm not blaming Leeds, but Leeds were there to get beat tonight. It wasn't a great performance from Leeds, all right? But once we scored, we went 1-0 up, right?
Yeah.
And we fell apart. We were bottling it all over the park. No one had any bottle to get on the ball, to make a pass, to have some structure. There was no pattern of our play. Everything that De Zerbi's probably been working on with them just went completely out the window.
Well-
There's 11 players just out there hoping that something might happen.
I thought it was a good point. I thought it was a decent point,
Is
mate.
that what you're going to say for 2 hours? You're just going to say it's a good point? Right.
Well, you could have come away
Ain't
with
a good-
nothing. I'll tell you what's worse, losing. That's worse.
I know, mate, but that's not a good point.
I only had a hair transplant about 6 weeks ago.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that performance. What is Matthias Dell doing? What?
Oh, it's
Tell
a
me.
brilliant finish. What are you on about?
No, the goal's a great goal. What's he doing in his box? What is he doing?
Ever fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates, or at Anfield, or at Stamford Bridge? Well, this season you actually can. Drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games may still be illegal, but the Women's Super League is doing something different. And here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. Then, in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed. But despite attempts to change things over the years, authorities just haven't been convinced fans can be trusted. But in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. As a result, select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are now allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Morning, everyone. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor alongside an Arnold Clark. It's the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. How are you, Gabs? You all right?
I'm very well, mate. Looking forward to the show, Andy, as always.
What were you talking about the King of England before? What was that about? With his crown? What were you saying? What were you saying?
I didn't say a word, mate.
Got your part? Ready to go? Yeah?
Oh, funny.
I think your MBE's gone down. You know I've got an MBE, don't you? You know that.
How though?
Yeah. You've seen that though. You know I'm an MBE.
No, but how did you get it? Or just giving them out?
Services to the world.
Okay.
What do you mean just giving it out?
They're giving them out. That
you not got yours?
No, sometimes England players get caps.
England what?
Them out. Sometimes England players get caps.
Yeah.
Like Bamford, they're giving them out.
What you got against Bamford?
Nothing, I'm saying.
Why did you mention Patrick Bamford?
I'm saying, mate.
Oh,
You're the Patrick Bamford of MBEs.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
No, you deserve it, mate.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Very kind, yeah.
Soccer AM, great show.
Why would you do that? Why would you take? Why would you bring Soccer AM up?
I say it's a great show.
That's nasty. That is.
I love the show.
It's taking you 2 days to get to.
I loved it.
Why would you? Why would you do that?
We were on the show together, weren't we? Remember that clip?
No.
Remember the
Oh yeah, we're not together. Yeah, it was like Third Eyes or Soccer AM. And someone tapped you on the shoulder, right? And you didn't know where it came from.
Yes.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
Good show.
It was a great show.
Yes, agreed.
Before I got
Not as good
involved.
as this stuff.
No, of course not. No. Right, time now for this. Got a whole lot bigger with even more prizes up for grabs. To give you that winning feeling, just head to talksportwin.com to enter for full T's and C's. Hurry, though. It says here, hurry. Entries close Monday at 4 p.m. You do need to hurry, actually. It's not bad, is it? 25 grand, Gabs?
Would be nice, mate. Yeah.
What would you do with that?
I'll take a month off and go on holiday.
Oh, right, okay. You wouldn't do anything like visually?
Yeah, might get my hair done.
Done? What do you mean? Well, actually...
Get some on there.
Would you? I noticed your hair's getting a bit long.
Yeah, around
Isn't
the
it?
sides.
Yeah.
I need to get a haircut today.
Why don't I just do it tomorrow?
You don't do it live on air?
Yeah, I could easily do it. Well, just open a window and it...
Can't open the windows up here, mate.
I know you can't. Yeah,
What a shame.
can't even see them. I'll do it tomorrow. Can we do it tomorrow show? I'll give you a
Yes, we
haircut.
can. Yes, we
Is
can.
that all right?
Yeah.
I'll bring a razor in.
Yeah. How much? 25 quid?
No, I'll do it for nothing.
Oh, thank you. All
All
right.
it needs is a bit of shaving foam. Pop, 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 pop. Get the razor. I won't cut you. I've done it before.
Sure, yeah?
Yeah, just be like...
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
You're going to give me a zero. You're going to give me a zero all over.
I mean, you've got one, practically, right?
I look like Zidane at the moment, don't I?
No, you don't. You really... Mrs. Zidane. Right, over to the Tyneside now. talkSPORT understands that German giants Bayern Munich have agreed personal terms with Newcastle winger Anthony Gordon. However, there is a significant gap in his valuation between the two clubs. Newcastle holding out for a fee north of £75 million for the England international. For more on this, I'm delighted to say that joining us now is talkSPORT reporter, Newcastle fan, follically challenged as well. Ollie Klink, good morning to you, Ollie.
Morning, Ollie.
Morning, gents. How are you?
Did
No
you-
longer follically challenged.
Did you have yours done?
I did, yeah.
Where,
I did.
mate?
It looks great. Could you? What do you mean where? On the top of his head?
No, but where? London or Turkey?
London.
Okay.
London.
Can you
Same place as Gandhi.
Can you, as Gandhi or Candy?
Gandhi.
When are they finishing it, Ollie?
Wait, did you go in upside down? Because your chin looks amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
It's getting there, hopefully.
That looks
It's getting
good.
there.
Looks great. Looks
Few more
great.
months.
Right, listen. This is a big blow, right, for Newcastle next season if they have to sort of sell and rebuild.
It is and it isn't. I think especially in the case of Anthony Gordon, I'm not sure that we'll miss him as much as you might think. He was brilliant a couple of seasons ago, got 11 goals in the 23-24 season. But fast forward to this campaign, you kind of felt that he would be the player to step forward after we lost Alexander Isak, and especially in the league, it hasn't really happened. You can look at his stats from the Champions League and they look very impressive.
Penalties.
But
Yeah.
a lot of penalties. He scored 4 against Karabag and he nicked a penalty off Nick Voltemade in that game in order to get those stats looking even nicer. And that for me was the moment where I kind of thought, I'm not sure how invested he is in this project anymore. And I think a couple of seasons ago, if you look back, when we sold Elliot Anderson and Yankuba Minter, there was also a lot of links with Gordon maybe going to Liverpool, and I've always felt like his head was slightly turned around that time. So, look, I mean, he's been a very good player for us, but I'm very surprised. I'd be very surprised if Newcastle managed to get 75 million for him, just given his form over the last couple of seasons.
I think as well, Ollie, when you watch Newcastle games this season, say he doesn't get past the man or he doesn't hit the target with a shot, the groans are so loud from the crowd. You know, when a fan base, they're not really happy with a player and they don't really want him there. You can feel it, can't you? The tension between the player. Eddie Howe brings him off a lot in games. Like you says, his stats haven't been great in the league. I think it just makes sense for both Anthony Gordon and Newcastle. How long has he got left on his contract, Ollie?
He's got a couple of years left, but at the same time, I agree with you, Gabby. It just does feel like the right time. And also, Newcastle have talked a lot, and the ownership have talked a lot recently about needing to become a selling club. We saw how much that transfer of Isak just took us off the rails for this entire season. It's been a horrible campaign, and they need to move to a situation a bit like your Villa, where they're not afraid to sell some of these stars. Now, obviously, I don't want to see all of them go out the door, but for instance, you sold John Duran. It was a bit of a risk, but you've reaped the rewards because you've been able to reinvest in the squad. And what you've seen, I think, with Newcastle is there's a lot of aging players there now. Have been great servants for the club, but there's such an imbalance in there in terms of some real talent, and then other players who probably should have been out the door a couple of seasons ago. So I'm not against it. I just think they'll do pretty well, like I say, to reach the valuation they've got. But to be fair, if they could get maybe around 65, 70
if he has a good World
for
Cup,
him, that'd be great.
He has a good World Cup, you never know.
Yeah, which you could.
If you do get 70 million, you would have made. Well, I think you paid 45 million for him back in 2023, so it's a handsome profit. What are the players this summer that you do not want to lose, Ollie?
I think there's two in particular. Obviously, Bruno Guimaraes is just so key to us.
Yeah,
he when you can only look at the stats when he's out the side. We're useless, really. I mean, he's just he's the talisman. He's the captain. He drives us on. He's had an excellent campaign. Lewis Hall would be the other one for me, who's also been very, very good. Livramento, I think, is a very good player, but he does have a lot of injury issues. So I think, firstly, that might make it more difficult for us to sell him, even though he's been linked massively with Manchester City. But then, obviously, there's Sandro Tonali, too, has been the other name linked away from the club. That would be a real shame. But at the same time, it's a bit like the Gordon situation with that, where you've kind of got to accept after a while that some of these players might want to move on. There was loads of noise from his agent in January. So I don't know whether I'm just more accepting that Tonali would go. I'd obviously like him to stay, but I think out of those four, it would be Bruno and Hall that I'd be most gutted to lose if they did go.
Ollie, thanks for coming on. I've noticed your hair's out of place there, so I'm going to let you go.
Hold on. Yeah,
hold on. Not that one, the other one. Thanks for coming on, my friend. Have a lovely day.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
What a superstar he is. For more of Ollie Clink's Newcastle Insight, head over to talkSPORT's YouTube channel for Inside the Toon. Right, still to come on The Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Yeah, do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere today. We've got a big show coming up. The one and only Paddy McGuinness joins us to preview hometown Bolton's massive playoff second leg against Bradford. That game, by the way, is live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. And, of course, we'll be discussing the relaunch of the legendary snooker show Big Break. We all love that. But up next, it's all about Spygate. Could this story get any more bizarre? We'll find out. Liv will be joining us in the studio in just a moment. That was our breakfast preview with our good friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Another developing story this morning coming out of Manchester United. Manchester United have reportedly reached out to other potential candidates, but wish to speak to Michael Carrick first. What do you read into that? Is the significant fact of that Carrick gets first dibs in speaking to those who will make the ultimate decision? In other words, he's leading the way.
I find it strange how these things come out. Like, who is it leaking the fact that United have spoken or speaking to other candidates before they speak to Michael? I mean, it's bizarre, especially when you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. Can they not do business? Can they not keep their own counsel? I find that a bit bizarre, but he's done really well. And, with the position they were in to where he's got them, you could argue he deserves another go at it and bring some players in the summer. And I wouldn't say that's a huge risk. The progression they've made under him, I'd give him another go. Yeah.
Yeah. Significant, Simon, that they want to speak to Carrick first.
Yeah, again, I don't know who's briefing in and whether it's coming from Carrick's side or whether it's coming from Man United's side as to the briefing in as to why Man United need. You can employ an England manager without anyone knowing about it, but they can't seemingly have a conversation amongst themselves without broadcasting it to the media. I don't understand why that is the case. I still think it's fraught with lots of questions that need to be asked and answered about the position of someone that becomes in moments of adversity. We've seen no moments of adversity for Carrick, really. He's done the job, so it makes it a conundrum.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God. Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
Morning, everyone. Good morning to you. It's 6:48. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor alongside. Right is the question. Well, the question's next. What do we know this Thursday morning when we wake up? Or we've woken up. Some of us haven't woken up. Hearts head coach Derek McInnes said his side are up against everybody after a disgusting 99th minute penalty winner for Celtic ensured the Scottish Premiership title race will go to the final day decider on Saturday. Daniel Levy says he did not, and I quote, in a million years see Spurs ended up in a relegation scrap, and that he's feeling the pain of their dire season. What a big weekend that is for Tottenham. And despite Pep making 6 changes last night, Man City stayed in the title race with a 3-0 win over Palace last night. After the game, Pep had a little bit of banter with our very own Sam Matterface on the changes he made.
Was it good changes?
It worked, didn't it?
Thank you. Okay. What did you say when you saw the start 11?
We said that
right? Presumptuous, arrogant. Yeah,
we didn't actually say that. No, what we said is that maybe you were keeping a bit in reserve and keeping those Doku, Cherky, Haaland available to come on later in the game.
Yeah, but how is Savio and Omar and Antoine and they're good, right? And Phil today show again how good he is.
Gabby, a number of empty seats and the changes. Were they a sign that fans have given up on the title? What did you make of that?
No, it's a sign that they haven't got a strong fan base.
Oh, you've gone there so early.
I don't think they do compared to a lot of other Premier League clubs.
It was bizarre, such a big game, right?
And I get it. They're looking at maybe paying for their FA Cup tickets, the FA Cup finals, so many games City have a season. I get it, but I think other clubs sell out no matter what with a bigger fan base.
Liz has joined us back in the studio.
It's Olivia.
I know, but I called her Liz years ago, and then
why Liz? Olivia?
Because I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Liz isn't short for Olivia, is it?
I know, it is now. How are you, Liv? Oh, bit of a Mission Impossible coming. Is your Mission Impossible to stay here till 7:45 now?
Yeah.
Have you heard the news?
You
got to stay later.
I was done at 6:15 on Monday.
That's
Something
why.
to do, you know something to do with me. I'm not the producer of the show. How do you feel now? You got to stay later.
Fine.
What were you going to do with the day? What's your plan?
I was going to go back to sleep anyway, so.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm probably going to go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah? And then what?
I've got a podcast to record, and then I'm playing golf.
Oh, yeah, she likes her golf. Yeah, that's
What
good.
do you play off?
I don't have a handicap yet.
Oh, okay.
I need to play properly first.
She got 4 par 3s the other day?
6.
6 par 3s?
Out of 18 holes.
Yeah, one of them went through the windmill straight away, didn't it?
That's up.
Round the bend, over the bridge,
You're an
and in the hole.
You're an idiot.
Good work.
Okay, right. Spygate.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
This better be good, by the way.
How many times do you want to say that?
4. 4 more.
Okay. Cool.
Don't let me down. Better be good.
Right. So we now know that it was intern analyst William Salt who has been revealed as the man who was equipped with the, they said like high-tech equipment. He stood behind the tiniest tree with an iPhone.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it, first of all. Can we put the picture for those of you that are watching? Because the picture is the funniest thing. I mean, we can see... It's
Can you describe that to everyone?
So he's standing behind, and it's not really a thick tree. It's quite a thin
I'd
tree.
say if you're going to hug a tree, it's the perfect size.
Yeah, you could get both arms around it.
That kind of width.
He's there in a pair of jeans, a jumper, and he's literally holding his iPhone, recording.
It's so bad.
So
isn't it?
this is what Southampton have...
I wish there was a video, though.
It's not funny, but it is.
It's not hiding.
It's hilarious.
So funny.
I wish there was a video, though, of, like, him getting caught and running to the golf course and then buying the coffee.
He popped in for a cup of tea, didn't he? Yeah.
The poor bloke... So, okay, just first of all...
Have you ever spied on anyone? Like ex-boyfriend you thought was cheating on you, anything like that?
Oh,
Let's
no.
not go into that. You've not done that?
No.
What do you mean?
I've never, got... You know how people, sometimes drive past their house
Yeah.
to, see if anyone's there?
You never
I've never
done
done
that?
that. I've never done that.
Why'd you say
I've
that, though?
never
It sounds like you've done that.
I've actually... I promise you I've never
Have you done that?
I've been cheated on loads, but I've never done it.
Do you think they've spied on you?
No.
Oh, right,
Got nothing to spy on me for.
Oh, okay, all right, blimey. She doth protest too much.
Okay. Gabs, I've heard that
Oh.
your wife, girlfriend, fiance.
Yeah. Well, which
Um,
one? There's 3 of them.
Different people.
I've heard she lays out your clothes for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were sent on a spying mission,
Yes.
what would you do? Because you wouldn't be able to tell her. So
Why
how are you going to sort? No,
Why
because
not?
it's a
Great
spy. You can't tell anyone.
You can't. You're undercover,
You have
aren't
to-
you?
yeah.
You're undercover.
So you would have to pack your own clothes. So what would you be wearing?
Oh, wow, I'll be struggling.
Does she pick your clothes every day?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
What is that a problem?
So
Olivia?
strange, isn't it? What do you make of the
So-
outfit today she's picked?
what's
I'll be
the
honest, it's
problem,
very
Olivia?
similar to yesterday's
So
Andy, don't make me laugh.
and the day before.
I know. I don't know what I'd wear. I think I'd have to go with camouflage colours.
yeah,
green,
incognito.
yeah,
Maybe
green.
she'd leave like camouflage gear out for you, but you
Just
wouldn't
in
know.
case.
You wouldn't know.
Exactly.
You go like, where? Where on the bed? What are you talking about? It's there. What?
After the mission, I'll be like, oh, that was hard today. I have to get my own clothes ready, darling.
Oh.
Don't do that again.
I left it all out perfectly for you in the bed.
Like you mentioned as well, Gabby, this
Yes.
gets even better because he then had to go to a golf club. He had a coffee break, but apparently he also changed clothes.
Why? Hey, wait to what?
He's a spy.
You got yeah. Got jeans and
Changed his
tea.
appearance so he wouldn't get caught. He
Well,
ran
that
out of the
didn't
bar.
work. That didn't work.
Well, it didn't work. Do you think you'd be able to be a spy? Do you think you're too recognisable?
No. Oh, thank you.
I meant your hair, not you.
It's part of me though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think I'd be a great spy.
What would you wear? Would you go balaclava or like?
No, I think I'd stick out like a sore thumb, wouldn't I?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Who's the bloke with the balaclava? Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
What would you do? What would you
I
wear?
can't tell you what I'll wear because then I might have to one. I might have done it already. I'd blend in with the background. You wouldn't even know I'm there.
I can tell spies sometimes. I've been on holidays and
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that sentence? I can tell spies.
I can tell when someone's a spy.
And you've got experience in
I've
that
been
how?
I've been on holidays where I can see that like.
What are you talking about?
I can see spies, mate. I'm telling you.
What holidays do you go on where you see spies?
No, when I'm away on holiday, sometimes I go places. I can tell that maybe someone's working.
What? That is the
Undercover.
biggest load of
Undercover.
rubbish.
Nothing happens.
What?
People are undercover in holiday resorts.
There's a wonderful.
Doing what though?
There's a wonderful
Spying
movie.
on you?
Maybe on like billionaires that are in Spain.
Are
or
you in the
whatever.
same
You
place
never
as
know.
billionaires, Gabby?
Same port. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a wonderful movie called Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, right? With Sam Rockwell, and it's the true story of the guy in America that invented the Gong Show and Blind Date, and he claimed he was a spy for like
Oh.
the CIA or the FBI.
I'd love to be a spy.
And so what he would do, in Blind Date, they go like, pick a card, find out where you're going on your date, and they go, we're going to film for 3 days. it would be Finland because he had to complete a mission over in Finland. He would go with true story.
That's so clever.
It's a great movie.
Might watch him. Just quickly as well, according to...
Are you going to watch it?
What?
That was just a passing, fob me off. I might watch it. You won't watch it.
Those sorts of films are right up my street, genuinely.
Okay, we'll watch it.
So actually, take that back.
I won't. Well, I can't take it back because you haven't watched it yet. I'll take that when you've watched it.
Okay, well, don't tell me I'm not going to watch it because I might.
Oh, Gabs, you're right about it. I owe you a tenner.
But now the story doesn't stop there because in the Craig Hope has written in the Daily Mail. Your favourite, Gab. So basically, when he won Manager of the Month, Tonda Eka, Thursday the 12th of March, William Salt was in the picture. Fast forward to Thursday the 7th of May, Manager of the Month, Ratepool. Where was William Salt? And on Thursday the 7th of May, he was hiding behind a tree in Middlesbrough. And can you trace his bank card around the country? So then maybe he was doing it to other teams.
Oh,
Would you be able to trace his bank card for when they played?
Of course I can.
So then that's maybe a way of finding out. But is that proof? Would the EFL be like, right, his bank card's there? Maybe he just went to Derby for the weekend.
Listen.
How can you...
It's cheating, of course it is. But when I saw where he was stood and I saw the training ground, we could go today if you wanted to drive there and get our phone out.
It's
and
all
video
so
training.
funny.
Yeah.
Some fencing, anything?
It's a bit nuts that it's that open, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's next to a golf club.
Exactly. So.
How would you feel if it was United? If someone was spying?
Spied on?
Yeah.
I don't know what you can
actually,
learn from looking at... Hold on, you just asked me a question.
No, sorry. I meant, how would you feel if your team was spying? That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Why don't you let me finish?
I asked the wrong question.
I personally don't see what the advantage you're going to gain from it is. What are you going to see that you haven't seen week in, week out from that team?
New set pieces, or players injured that come back and starting, maybe?
I don't think that makes that much.
Not a lot.
It's not allowed, and they should get a punishment, I think, of a fine.
Or put a rule in place.
So you don't think there should be a sporting sanction punishment?
No, because then the fans lose out, right?
But aren't they changing? So they changed the rules from when Bielsa did it.
Yeah, but there's no rules written down that saying if you break the rules and you spy, you'll get kicked out of a competition. I don't think it's fair to make that rule up. Get a fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
If United, Andy, or Villa, Gabby, came to you and said, "Listen, we need you to be a spy," Gabby, a Europa League final.
Be the worst
we need.
ever. He would be terrible.
How would he get behind that tree, Gabby?
Wait, it's a big old tree, isn't it? It's a forest. Who's at the forest? You just hear giggling, wouldn't you?
Would you do it if Villa came to you
on
and
the
said,
phone? Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. I can't see nothing.
It's a bit too dark. I'm scared.
They're not. This is the under 18s.
I think I'm in the wrong forest.
Don't make me laugh. The wrong
And
forest.
if you got caught, Gab, if you got caught, what would you say? How would you get out of it? If you got caught hiding behind the tree,
I'm a big fan of your work. Try and put a different accent. I'm like, I'm lost here. You know that. I'm still
What's that? Wait, seriously. Answers on a postcard to what's Gabby talking about competition.
accent was that?
What was that meant to be? Hold on. Do it again. We'll both write down what we think it is.
Go on, you do.
Go and say something.
I don't know where I am. You know that. I'm lost. Come on, you know that.
Okay, I've written down mine. What you got?
I've got no idea.
I've got Dutch. What you got?
See, I was going to be nice
I think it was
to you,
Scottish.
right?
It was
I was going to be nice
Scottish.
to you,
Was
right?
that
Because
Scottish?
I was about yesterday, and someone comes up to me and says, "Great show yesterday with one of the Gallagher brothers."
Okay.
And I've gone, don't tell me that.
As long as it weren't Kirsty.
That was Andy Goldstein. And they were like, oh, okay, sorry. So, see some good news for you?
Yeah,
I
mate.
know that'll make you feel good.
Yeah, it will. Maybe you meant Dermot. Liv. We'll see you in a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
What time are you next in?
7:45.
2 hours.
See you then. All right. Go and do some stuff that you do.
Your glasses.
Do you like them?
Never see you wear them.
No, because it's early in the morning.
Oh.
Andy, that'll be nice.
Huh?
Because she's working
I've
so
got to go
late.
to an ad break. Look, I'm going to get in trouble
Because she's
now.
working so late. Maybe it'd be nice for Liz to get the coffees in for once.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Get a wallet
I'm
out.
sorry, I've got work to do.
You haven't?
I do.
We've just noticed that you've done no work in the last half hour.
Wouldn't it be nice to get
Yeah, go
us
and get
coffees?
some coffees. That'd be nice. Yeah, go and get
Who
them,
do you
Liz.
two think you are?
Coming up, we're in charge. That's who we are. Coming up, when we turn our attention back to another refereeing decision affecting another title race. Scottish football was in disarray last night after that Celtic last-minute penalty decision. We want your thoughts. 0371 722 3344. More from me and Gabby and Liz, who's going to get the coffees right after this. Breakfast show, it's 7 a.m. James Corning's with us in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning,
So
James.
happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm really well. Yeah, I'm very good.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
It's
yeah.
lovely. We've got so much to talk to you about.
For sure.
Before we talk about football, right?
Yes.
I was just going over old stuff that you've done, right?
Mm.
And I was watching with my producer Ollie this morning when you did the Sports Personality of the Year. I think it was 09, 07, I can't remember. It was nearly 20 years ago. And you stood up in front of everyone, right?
Yes.
You gave, as Smithy, you gave this massive speech.
Smithy won Coach of the Year.
And I said to the producer, he's got a good memory, right? How nerve-wracking must that have been for you? Was that just insane? Did you have autocue on that? Or was that...
Well, yeah, no, there was a prompter, but the issue was with that is we shot that 8 minutes
before
they went live for Sports Personality, so we only had one. We could only do it once.
Yeah.
From the standing up in the crowd, the walking through, doing all the stuff. So also, we had to make sure that lots of people were in the audience because at Sports Personality they all wait in this room before they go out, and we had to go up to like Freddie Flintoff, and what we had to say to him, we had to go, Freddie, we're going to do this thing. Don't laugh along,
okay?
Because it can't look like it's like a sort of roast monologue.
Yeah,
which is why Freddie's such a brilliant actor. Looks so angry in that we just did.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, rugby union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Morning, morning, morning. You're listening to the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's 7 minutes past 7. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today and get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. I've just been outside to the kitchen. Good fruit.
Really?
Good fruit. Big bananas. Like huge grapes. I don't know what I've done to the grapes. Cherries out there. I mean, it's a good selection they bring in.
Yeah, do a good job here,
What are
mate.
your top 3 fruits of all time?
Fruits
Number
are...
three.
Number 3, I would say... Oh, good shout. Bananas.
Yeah.
Number 2, grapes.
Okay.
Number 1, tangerines.
You love a tangerine? You like an orange?
I love an orange, mate.
All right.
What about you?
Number 1.
No, number 3.
Okay, number 3. I'm going to put an apple in now. I think apples are great for you.
Yeah, if you've got good teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Teeth will fall out, mate.
Yeah, no, I cut an apple. I don't bite into an apple.
You don't bite it?
No, I don't bite it.
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
very
it's tough.
reason.
Exactly.
Number 2, I'm going to go strawberries. Strawberries out there. It's huge. They look fantastic.
Are they?
And number 1, I'm going to go mango.
Mango?
Best fruit in the world, mango.
Stretch.
What now?
No,
Okay,
mate,
hold on. Oh, I see. Right.
Sorry, that's not what kids say.
You're asking me, what do you mean stretch? What does that mean?
Well,
Like sick?
Yeah, no, but the kids say that that's a stretch.
What does that mean?
So if you said something like, I'm tired today after working for 10 minutes, and say, oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah, but what you're doing is you're just saying the word. Like, if I said 2 and 2 is 4, and you went, how's that? And I went, because 2 and 2 is 4. I'm not explaining it.
Sorry, mate. So
what does stretch mean?
No, so what the saying is that's a stretch. I don't
but
know,
again,
mate.
you're just repeating it.
I don't know. We'll get them on the phone when I wake up.
That's a stretch.
Probably be 8:45 now.
Is it like that's sick?
No, it's like that's a stretch. Like you're.
I was asking a lot.
Yeah, you're asking. You're lying there. You're going over the top.
It's a lie.
Or you're going over the
Oh,
top.
you're exaggerating it. Okay, I got you.
Yes,
I
you're
see
going over the
stretch
top.
bit. Yeah.
Like, that's a stretch.
Okay, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah. So if someone comes on now and says it was a penalty,
yeah,
I'll say that's a stretch.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay,
all right, we'll do that.
We're down with
coming up on today's show, it's a great show actually. Comedian TV star Paddy McGuinness will be with us as he prepares to host the relaunch of the legendary snooker show Big Break. Do you remember that?
I do not, mate. No. What year was that?
You must remember. It's only a game. John Virgo.
Yes.
Jim Davidson. Remember?
Yes.
Snooker table. Snooker.
Top show.
Great show. It's coming back. He's doing
lovely.
it.
Great show.
We'll ask 6-time Premier League winner Rio Ferdinand if Man United are playing it too safe by opening talks with Michael Carrick to become the permanent manager. Who wrote that? Too safe.
Never.
Is that you, Ollie? Who's on his team? I don't even know who on his team is.
Stoke, mate.
What?
Stoke. They're by Crew.
You're allowed to produce a breakfast show and you're a Stoke fan?
Yeah, they're by Crew somewhere. I think it is Stoke.
Stoke?
Yeah. On the way to Manchester.
Wow.
Stoke, yeah, I've never been there.
He just said in my ear, hold on, big club, hold on, stretch.
Yeah.
There's more incredible rapper and TV personality, huge Arsenal fan. How great is this? Professor Green will be on the show as well. Wonderful stuff. Right, I'm sure you're aware, social media has been in uproar all night after Celtic rewarded a controversial penalty deep into stoppage time against Motherwell. The Hoops won 3-2 away from home as Hearts demolished Falkirk 3-0. VAR gave a handball against Sam Nicholson. The penalty put away by Ian Acho, the Motherwell boss, Jens Bertel, gave his reaction to the club's official channels and, of course, as you would imagine, was not best pleased.
It's obvious that it's a mistake and possibly one of the biggest I have seen so far. I thought I'd seen it all this season. Apparently not. And I am... it was an unreal situation to be part of. And to see turn into a penalty and a goal against us again at a point where the game was supposed to be finished. But nevertheless, suddenly we ended up losing it from a call there, which I have I haven't seen anything like that before.
Let me ask you this question, Gab. It's a great
Look
point.
how long they took for the Callum Wilson disallowed goal. The ref's gone over there within seconds. It's turned around penalty. Not how many angles did you see? Did you see 13 angles? Did you see one?
They haven't released the footage of the conversation yet, have they?
Exactly. It'd be interesting to hear that. But I just think if the referee could have just took his time, relaxed, it's a big decision in the title race. Take your time. I don't think he gives the penalty.
Let's go to phone lines 03717223344. Kenny is a Hearts fan. Hello, Kenny. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kenny.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Gabby. I've calmed down a bit. Sorry, I ranted at your producer, but
Good.
Just,
He needs that.
even listening to a manager of Motherwell who doesn't come from the UK, the whole of Scotland knows that this goes on the whole time. How many games actually go to 98 minutes? Now, if you look at the trajectory of the ball, it's clearly a header.
Yeah.
Any pro will tell you the elevation you need to get up that high, your arms come up. The Celtic players, he got back up again. There's nothing wrong with him. That hit his head. In no way it hit his hand. I thoroughly endorse what Derek McInnes said last night. It's absolutely disgusting.
Kenny.
VAR, he went across... Sorry.
Kenny, I get it. From the first look of it, you can say, is it an elbow in the face? Is it a handball? Okay. But when you go over to the screen and you get another look at it and you slow it down, it's obvious it's not a penalty. So to have that available for the referee and the VAR officials and to give that as a penalty, I can understand why a lot of the Scottish fans out there aren't happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Even at the weekend there was one with Casaredas, our winger. The ball's played into him. Now, the ball's nowhere near him yet, and the Motherwell player comes across him. He clearly stands in his ankle, whether he meant it or not, and the penalty wasn't given for that as well.
There was a handball as well, wasn't there?
Yes, there was a handball as well. It's went on for years. You know, there's an undertone. I'm not going to say it would appear anyone who watches Scottish football regularly will tell you play until Celtic and Rangers score. It's always been like that, and they come up with that last night. It's just, I don't know how that looks to the rest of the UK. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah. Thanks for your call.
mate.
Thanks for your call, Kenny. What will be interesting to see who goes on to win the league, because of course if Celtic don't, this will be forgotten about.
Yeah.
Not forgotten about, but you understand it won't be as big a deal. If they go on to win it, then all of a sudden you look back at last night. Anthony's a Celtic fan. Morning, Ant.
Morning, Anthony.
Morning, how we doing, guys?
You're good, man. How are you?
Aye, all good, all good.
Was it a pen?
Not really. So, I can see why it's given, but...
Why? Why was it given?
Handball, apparently. Handball, elbow in the face.
Elbow in the face you're thrown in.
Listen, my take is the penalty doesn't matter. We beat Hearts 3-0 on Saturday. Makes the penalty null and void.
Yeah, but the pressure would be on, though, wouldn't it?
If it
ends up a draw.
If you lose the league to a decision like that at the weekend, how are you going to be feeling?
Oh, I'll be gutted.
Yeah.
I'll not be out of the house for about 2 months. But no, listen, we need to do what we can. We're the champions. We go out and beat Hearts 3-0. They can't moan about the penalty anymore. Simple as.
That is fair. If they go and beat them 3-0.
No, but you can't say that.
No. I don't necessarily know that will happen. Of course I don't.
No, you know why you can't say that, Andy? Because
the mindset's different.
Yeah,
you're
if
right.
that finished a draw last night, what's Hart's game plan?
You're totally different. You are right.
They're very good defensive. They can sit back. Celtic have got to take chances, hit on the counter-attack. Celtic have got to score 3 goals.
Yeah.
Now it's totally different. Hearts are going to go to try and win the game.
Yeah.
So they could lose 3-0. They can't sit back. So I don't think that's a fair argument.
Keep your calls coming in 03717223344. Coming up, we're going to turn our attention to Man City's win against Palace and whether it proved that Phil Foden is too good not to be taken to the World Cup. This is the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's 16 minutes past 7.
It's going to be a fun run. I mean, with the Premier League, I think it really is in our hands now. I can't see us giving it away with our remaining fixtures, especially Burnley at home next Monday night, which I will be going to.
Yeah, I feel as well, Man City will drop points. I really believe it. Bournemouth away. Iriola's last game, home game of the season, and they're fighting for Champions League. That's a tough game for Man City.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If obviously Aston Villa go and win the Europa League final, doesn't that open
sixth place? Yeah.
Yeah. So Bournemouth have got it all to fight for.
Because Brighton have got 2 winnable games behind them as well, so they know they probably need 2 wins. Bournemouth.
Yeah, Brighton have been in great form as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But guys, I've got to tell you, and I know you guys have probably already been told, but a lot of rival fans listening to this are going to think I'm crazy. I actually, a few weeks ago, had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed on my forearm.
No,
I don't believe you.
I really have. It's on my TikTok page. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of it, am I?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, so if for anyone listening, it's called Arsenal.overflow. And yeah, you'll find it on TikTok. It's pinned at the top of my profile. I had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed alongside Thierry Henry and Emirates Stadium in the background because I do believe in this man. I do believe he is the one that's going to get us over that line, get us the trophies. And once these come in this season, I think we're just going to keep on going. Then I think the next couple of seasons we'll continue winning a lot more silverware.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God! Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible!
Get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
Morning, everyone. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the wonderful Gabby Agbonlahor alongside. It's 7:20. We have been taking your calls all morning, actually, on that controversial penalty decision for Celtic last night against Motherwell. Been called a disgrace, embarrassing, unfair. But what does Connor, who's a Hearts fan, think? He joins us now live on the show. Morning, Connor.
Good morning, Connor.
Morning, Andy. How's things?
Well, good, thank you for asking. How are you today? You well?
Oh, I'm sick. I just wanted to ring in and say I do think it was a stonewall penalty to Celtic. I do think so.
You do?
It was a clear handball. Hits Nicholson on the arm. John B.
Who do you support, mate?
He's a Hearts fan.
I support a big Hearts fan, massive Hearts fan.
Can I ask you a question? If it hit his hand, right, and he didn't bring his hand towards the ball in a punching motion, right? There wasn't a boof. It just hit his hand. How did it sort of project?
He's the strongest man in the world.
50 foot in front of him out for a corner. How did that happen?
He must be a very, very strong guy, Sam Nicholson, I think.
Strong.
Yeah. Okay. I've not judged it correctly.
I just want to congratulate Celtic on basically winning the league as well. They've done very, very well this season. They're by far and away the best team in the league, and that's from a Hearts fan.
I don't know if you are a Hearts fan.
Who's your greatest ever player, Connor?
Lawrence Shankland, I think. Great player.
Yeah.
What, just for all the generations, Shankland's your best player?
Yeah. Lawrence Shankland. Yeah, number one.
Yeah. Just give me the roll of honour. Give me the roll of... I'll Google it now, actually, so we can check. Give me the roll of honour for Hearts, like trophies they've won.
I'm away. Have a great
Connor, come back.
He's gone. That's amazing, isn't it? Have a lovely day.
As Paul Lambert would say, you can't kill a kidder.
No, you definitely can't. Good call. That was very funny. Right, let's move south of the border in English football. The title race is sort of still on. There was no Haaland, Doku or Cherki in the starting lineup, but Pep's gamble paid off as they beat Palace to stay in the title race. Up next in the league is Bournemouth away, but Pep told talkSPORT that he's still hopeful of taking it all the way to the final day.
Try to feel alive, be alive until the end, and bring the hopes in the last game at home against Aston Villa, knowing that the Bournemouth Aston Villa are tough games and it's not in our hands.
Let's get more on this now with former Man City defender Danny Mills joins us. Morning, Danny.
Morning, Danny.
Good morning, gents. I'm confused. I thought it was drive time.
Well, it's not a PM, it's an AM call. I think I've been confused actually most of the week as to what even my name is at this time in the morning. Are you good? Are you well, Dan?
Yeah, very well, thanks. And just on that penalty last night, it's never been a penalty.
Of course, it's
incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
wow, I mean, unbelievable decision.
Yeah. How would you feel, Dan, going into that final game, the final day, knowing that the referee, you would imagine, is going to be in his heart either Celtic or Rangers, but you don't know which one? You would have guessed, right?
I think, as from a Hearts perspective, you've got to use it and say, look, everybody's against us. We're away from home. The crowd will be against us. The referee's going to be against us. Go out there, play that extra bit harder, and prove everybody wrong. And that's really all you can do. You've got to try and use it as much as possible, and just say to players, say, look, let's not bring it down to one decision. Let's go and beat them 2-0, 3-0, whatever it might be. Get a clear lead, and show everybody that we deserve to be there, and don't let it come down to chance.
Danny, we saw how long the Callum Wilson goal took to disallow, nearly 5 minutes. Are you surprised at how quickly the referee looked at the screen and said penalty?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of an advocate for that, really, though. I've said for years, since VAR has been involved, should be 30 seconds, 2 slow motion replays, 1 in normal time. And if you can't decide on that, then just use the referee's decision. It just keeps it moving. It takes too long. There's too many things going on. So there's always going to be mistakes because it's subjective, right? But unfortunately, that's football. You just got to get on with it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Man City last night. Firstly, were you surprised how many changes Pep made?
Yes, it's quite unusual for Pep to do that. Obviously, Palace also, flip-flops are on really, aren't they? They've just got the European Cup to play for. And that probably does Arsenal a favour as well, in their last games. But, I mean, City just dominated from start to finish. City do what they do. And they've made Arsenal go and win their next game as well. So all City can do is just keep winning games and put pressure on Arsenal. But realistically, it should be Arsenal's title now.
What about Phil Foden? It was nice to see him get 2 assists, wasn't it, Danny? Do you think he's left it too late, though, for the World Cup, or he's got a chance?
Yeah, little bit too much too late, perhaps. And also against a weakish Palace side. Does that really tell you what sort of form that he's in? The England squad is going to be... It's difficult because there are lots of unknowns. There are lots of issues in the wide areas, who's going to start, who's going to play, and especially in that 8 and 10 role, who are going to be those players. And unfortunately for Phil, his form throughout the season probably hasn't been good enough to force into that England side.
Danny, do you think there still is time for players to make a case for their inclusion into that squad, or do you think Tom Tuchel's already made his mind up?
No, I think he probably made his mind up probably 3 or 4 months ago, with probably 20 of his squad. There might have been, that dependent on injuries, of course, but then he would have had, a reserve choice, second choice, third choice, whatever. It's very, very difficult at this late stage. He knows the players. He's been with them enough. He'll have penciled in what he believes is his squad, and he's probably just waiting on injuries to see what happens in the last few games before, obviously, he pens that in. So it's incredibly difficult, to force your way in over the course of 3 or 4 games where Thomas Tuchel, it's not just 2 years he's been watching English football, is it? It's probably 5 or 6.
Danny, we have to talk to you about Spygate. Talk to me. What should the punishment be?
I think it's really difficult. It's obviously we had it before with Leeds and Derby, and there weren't particular rules in place if there were breaches of that. That obviously changed after the Leeds Derby. Sanctions, I mean, it's really difficult. why they did it, I do not know. I think, Kim Hellberg was right. If you don't know how a team plays after 46, 47 games and just watching their games, back on video time after time, why are you sending someone to spy on something? It's happened before. We know that. There's always been people in the stadium, especially European games where it's supposed to be behind closed doors. But to do it and get caught, it's just stupidity. And it looks like they've done it maybe more than once this season. Points deduction, can you take the point? Can that carry into the Premier League if they make it? I mean, I think it's a really difficult one. And I think, what they should have done after the Leeds derby thing is said, right, if you get caught doing this is the punishment.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Because now it's like no one knows, there's no precedent for this.
Yep.
No one knows what the punishment should be. And some people, whatever happens, some people argue it's too lenient. And some people argue it's going to be too harsh. But, yeah, the FA have got themselves in a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah, and also that decision needs to be made yesterday.
Yeah.
We've got that final coming up. Danny, this is always a pleasure. Thanks, man, for your time.
Cheers,
Have a great day.
Danny.
We'll speak to you
Cheers,
in a bit.
gents.
Coming up, busy show coming up. The second golf major of the year gets underway today, the USPGA. Former world number one Lee Westwood. He'll be joining us next on that. And, of course, we'll also ask him about the Live Golf drama as well. It's 7:28. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on talkSPORT.
Ben White is to miss the rest of Arsenal's season and is set to be ruled out of the World Cup. A suspected knee ligament injury for Ben. He picked it up on Sunday. I think it was a 50-50, wasn't it? With Somerville of West Ham. Now, up until now, Tuchel has ignored Trent Alexander-Arnold since his move to Real Madrid this summer. Could it be goodbye Ben and hello Trent? What do you think?
My gut feeling is Tuchel just doesn't fancy Trent, no matter who's fit or not, to be honest, from a defensive point of view. That's how it feels. The recent squad, he had, 36, and he didn't put him in, so I don't see why I'd be putting him in now.
You think he's decided he's not going to be featured?
It feels that way.
Yeah.
I might be completely wrong, but
no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be going. It's a shame for Ben White because he seems to be in the good books for Tuchel, and he's just started to get his form back a little bit, playing regularly because Timber's injury. He's decent player.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know Gary Neville had a little criticism of the way he made that tackle. I kind of make him right in a way, but the problem you've got now, because I missed the final once by dangling a leg. Rio come through me hard, Rio Ferdinand, the way it leads it was. And I did my ligaments, missed the final because of it. And I look back on the tackle and think, yeah, I should have gone in full tilt. Problem you've got now with the way the rules are, especially with the follow-through rule, even if you go in full tilt and you do get the ball, but you catch someone on the way through,
and you get a red card.
Yeah, it actually encourages you to be a bit more tentative.
So what is it when you...
It's not often you associate fan power with Chelsea Football Club, but one of the shining examples of it lies with a group called the Chelsea Pitch Owners. And they've proved to be the thorn in the side of owners past and present who've been dead set on moving stadiums to a larger, more lucrative piece of land. Essentially, the supporters group holds the freehold to the land on which Stamford Bridge sits. Former owner Ken Bates set it up at a time where some unruly property developers tried to evict the club from their ground. In order to prevent this, he established the CPO as a company that owned the pitch and offered the fans the chance to buy a share for £100. As well as that, they also own the rights to the name Chelsea Football Club, so if any owner wants to take them elsewhere, they can't be called Chelsea without the approval from the CPO. Now, in 2011, Roman Abramovich tried and failed to move them away from Stamford Bridge, and this has set a precedent for Todd Bowley and the current power brokers at Chelsea. They know any plan which involves moving from Stamford Bridge will require CPO approval from the now 13,000 fans who own it. There are fans who are concerned that if they stay at the bridge, they'll be left behind their domestic and European rivals who are moving to more commercially successful stadiums. But for the heritage and history lovers, Stamford Bridge is one of the iconic English stadiums, and to move away would be a grave mistake. It might not be as flashy as others, but stadiums like it have something about them that cannot be replaced. One thing's for sure, if Bowley wants to take Chelsea away from their home, he'll have to go through the CPO first. Morning, everyone. It's 7:34. You're listening to the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car. Get a free 2-year service plan. Plus, get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. If you've missed any of the show, you would have missed that Gabby can spot a spy when he's on holiday.
I can, mate.
I still don't know what that means.
I mean, I can sell someone's energy.
Oh, right, okay, just from that.
No, a few more things that maybe I can't say on air, but I know, mate.
All right, okay.
MI5, I know where they are, mate.
Yeah, cool. Bodie and Doyle, right? I should point out 7:34. A big hello to all the school runners today.
Yes.
I always think 7:30 is probably about the time. I know my gang are in the car now.
Really? This early?
Yeah.
When does school start?
That's what.
8:45.
8:05 for her.
Really? 8:45.
Is that early?
That's
when,
early.
when you were at school, what time did school finish?
School finished at 3:10.
Yeah, same as me. Now it's later than that.
I had to walk home half an hour.
Where's that violin? Where?
If I told my if I made my kids walk,
You
they'd
are right.
moan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's raining.
I know, yeah,
Got
you are
walk,
right.
tired.
Yeah, mine don't
Tired,
even
no.
understand what public transport is. Right, time now for this.
Get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Do you fancy £25,000 in your hand completely tax-free? At talkSPORT, our competition's just got a whole lot bigger with even more prizes up for grabs to give you that winning feeling. To celebrate, we're giving you the chance to win big with 25 grand. But hurry, because entries close Monday at 4 p.m. Here's what you need to do for your chance to win. Head to talksportwin.com, or you can just text the word win to 83338. A text and online entries cost £2.50 plus standard network rate. Or you can just pick up the phone if you want. 0343 418 7260. Entries must be in by Monday at 4 p.m. That's when you need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksportwin.com. So for your chance to win, text the word win to 83338 now. It's a big read, that, isn't it? It's a long read. It's like a book that's come out.
It's been longer, though.
J.K. Rowling will be
It's been a lot longer.
You think so?
Yeah. You've done well, though, mate.
Thanks,
You're flying.
mate. Thanks, yeah.
Keep it up.
Right, the second major of the golfing calendar, the USPGA, gets underway today over in Pennsylvania. Can Rory McIlroy build on his Masters success? There was some concern, actually, that Rory McIlroy wouldn't be fit due to a troublesome right toe. He had to, you see that? He had to rip off his toenail on his little toe. Did you read that?
Yeah, but he's...
I mean, how big's that toenail? Yeah. He'll be teeing off alongside John Rahm and Jordan Spieth at 1:40 UK time. Elsewhere on the field, top seed Scotty Scheffler starts his bid to defend his title. He won a year ago. That's at 7:05 tonight alongside Matt Fitzpatrick and Justin Rose. Join us now for more of the championships as well as the latest on Live Golf. His former world number one, the brilliant Lee Westwood joins us. Morning, Lee.
Morning, Lee.
Morning, lads.
How are you? Are you good? Are you well?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah.
Before we talk like proper golf, I've got a question for you. I'm a keen golfer. I play off 18. I can't get enough of it, and I've just added to my bag a 7-wood, which I think is the greatest club in the world. But I'm told that some people frown upon it. It's almost like cheating. What's your view on the 7-wood?
No, I think they're good. I don't use one, but a few of the lads use them. Tyrrell Hatton uses one.
Oh, okay, fine. And what about a mini driver? Is that cheating as well? Or is that okay?
I just got a new Ping mini driver this week, so I'm giving it a try.
Right. Why would I use a mini driver and not a normal driver? What am I using it for?
It's kind of between a 3-wood and a driver. It's got a bit more loft. It's a bit shorter shaft, so you'll have a bit more control than the driver, but you'll have a bit more distance than a 3-wood.
So it's easier to control?
Yeah, you should hit more fairways.
Okay, I think less rough is how you should, actually, if you see my game, less rough is probably a better way of describing it. I'll give it a go. Thank you so much for coming on. We've got so much to talk to you. Let's start with the USPGA. I suppose the obvious question is, can you see a Brit winning it this time round?
Well, a European or a Brit hasn't won for quite some time, but I think, it's going to be the obvious candidates this week. I think Rory will be right up there, Scotty Scheffler, Cam Young, John Rahm, all the ones at the top of the betting. But equally, I could see from a bit further down, Tyrrell Hatton doing well, Shane Lowry. So, yeah, I mean, Matt Fitzpatrick's playing very well and Tommy Fleetwood's playing good. So I think this year we've got as good a chance as ever.
Do you think we underappreciate how good Scheffler is?
Possibly. I don't think he puts himself out there too much, does he? You don't hear a lot from him. He's quite understated and quiet and just gets on with his business. So I think that's probably the reason why he's a bit underappreciated, but he's obviously a fantastic golfer, and the consistency he's showing at the moment is incredible. I think he's finished second in his last 3 events, one of those being the Masters. But like I say, he's quite he keeps himself to himself.
Let me ask you, at your level, right, you're all relatively the same. You can all do exactly the same. What do you think the difference is on the day between winning it and losing it?
Generally, it's who puts best on that week.
Okay.
Everybody hits it, pretty much the same. And at major championships, you generally have one day where things don't go your way. You miss it in the wrong places and stuff like that. And then it comes down to the short game, getting it up and down and holding those 10 to 15 footers that keep momentum for the round. It tends to be in most majors, double bogeys and slip ups that cost you not making enough birdies.
Do you think for keen golfers like myself, do you think that's where you're going to get your score down, is round the green and putting rather than fairway shots and driving?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been doing a few corporate days and clinics just recently, and amateurs asked me, about their golf swings, but they never asked me about the short game. And I say, get yourself around the short game, have a lesson, get yourself around the short game, just practice getting up and down from 50, 60 yards and in and working on your putting. You see a lot of amateurs go on the range, don't you? Bashing drivers. It's often the first club they pick up. They never go and practice the chipping. Don't play.
Okay, so have a putting green installed in my garden is what you're saying. I can tell my wife that. Good advice. Right, let's thanks for that. Let's talk about the future of Live Golf, right? Because it was plunged into doubt exactly 2 weeks ago today when the tour announced a strategic evolution following the Saudi Public Investment Fund's decision to pull out. What is that strategy, and can it work for the tour?
I think they're still trying to pull it all together. I will say it came as a bit of a shock when the PIF pulled out. They seem to be all in on it. But I will also say that, I sit in on most of these meetings at a high level with people like Scott O'Neill and Bryson's in there and John Rahm. And I've never seen everybody so excited, and energized, really, looking to the future. They're able to make decisions quickly now, and obviously going to have to with the PIF pulling out, and next season not being that far away. You have to plan for it now, really. I think everybody's quite optimistic.
Lee, have a listen to this. Just 2 days ago, Rory McIlroy, had his say on the suggested collapse of Live. Have a listen. I want to get your views on the back of it.
I think this was always a possibility to happen. Yeah, their priorities shifted, and that leaves Live in a pretty precarious spot. I feel like a lot of us in this room, including me, we almost knew before the players did that this was going to happen. Like, I was hearing about this back in March, April time, and I have friends over there. Like one of my best friends, Ricky, caddies for Tom McKibben, who's over there. So like I would talk to him all the time about what's going on, and I was saying to Ricky even before Mexico, like, I'm here. Have you guys heard any of this stuff? And he's like, no, everything seems okay over here. And then it just feels like the rug was pulled from under their feet, and everyone was sort of blindsided by it. So, but again, that's the risk that those guys chose to take. And as I said, it leaves, there's a lot of uncertainty in the air right now.
Everyone knew about it way back in March. What would your response to Rory be, Lee?
Well, everybody was guessing, weren't they? Back in March, we're all, well, me and a few others are closest to it, and you couldn't say for certain. I think there's a lot of things gone into that. I think the war in the Middle East has not helped. But we're at a point where it is what it is now, and you have to move on. There's no point in going into speculation, and you've got to look forward.
Did it frustrate you, though, Lee, at home, seeing all the noise, the reports about it?
I think the media in general are frustrating now. I just think that's the way it is. It's all about clickbait, and there's not a lot of research and such goes into. It's so easy for people just to say something and not be held accountable for it.
What would, if it does all collapse? What would you do?
Well, I've got plenty of options. 53 now, so there's seniors tours, and I've still got exemptions on the European tour if I chose to pay my fines.
Would you ever, Lee? Would you ever pay the fines and go back on the PGA Tour?
I've never really enjoyed playing the PGA Tour that much. In 30 odd years of being a professional golfer, having won over there and finished high enough up to take my card. I've only taken my card for 6 of those years, and the 2 times I did win over there, I didn't take my card then. So it's not really playing on the PGA Tour that's ever driven me along. So, that wouldn't be an option that I would take.
Lee, moving on to football, I know you're a big Nottingham Forest fan. Wondering if you watched the semi-final, second leg against Aston Villa?
Fortunately, I was out on the golf course, Gabby, but thanks for bringing that up.
Sorry, mate.
I'll just have a sip of my tea.
Someone's in my ear. Ask me to ask you.
Well, there's a big game on Sunday for somebody, I know that, against Manchester United.
Yes. Come on, Forest.
Come on, Forest.
I was out of this one. It was between you two. I don't know why you're bringing me into it.
Oh, no, honestly, I would have liked Forest to have beaten Villa, but I wish Villa all the best in the final. It's always nice to see the English clubs in European finals, isn't it?
Proper. Thank you, mate.
Lee, you're a superstar. I'm a big fan of yours. Thanks so much for coming on. Have a great day.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, lads.
Thanks, man. There's something about golfers. They just look a little bit cool, don't they?
Yes, relaxed.
Relaxed, yeah.
Chilled.
He looked great.
Nottingham Forest Cup.
Yeah, why'd you bring that up right at the end? It was going so well.
Someone in my ear.
A reminder, we're going to have updates for you throughout the USPGA Championship right here on talkSPORT. Big thanks to Lee Westwood there. Right, still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Yeah, that music can only mean one thing. The legendary Take Me Out host Paddy McGuinness will be joining us in less than an hour's time. Here's a reminder of what happened when Gabby went on the show.
I'm Gabby. I'm 38 and I'm from Birmingham. I've recently got into paddle, but you won't find any double faults from me in the bedroom.
Girls, are you turned on or turned off?
No. Whoa! It's still going.
Sorry. You won't find any double faults from me in the bedroom. Who's written that? This time in the morning?
No comment, mate. No comment. The things that make me do, how embarrassing.
No double fault.
So many lights were turned off.
Where'd that come from? Yeah, everyone's light went off.
I've been for ages, that. Yeah. 10 seconds of lights going off.
Even the bedroom light went off. Paddy McGuinness will be with us in about 45 minutes' time. His beloved Bolton, of course, lead Bradford 1-0 going into tonight's League One playoffs second leg. This game you can hear live on talkSPORT 2. That was our breakfast preview with our wonderful friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
cable work.
Oh, is it? Okay, so, yeah. This is Never Ever by All Saints, but why are we playing it, I hear you ask? Well, I think this is nuts what I'm going to tell you now. I was out Saturday night, with our friends John and Emma, right? Went for a curry. And, you all right?
Sorry.
Turn it up, he wants more of it. Turn it up a bit.
Sorry, no, carry on, sorry.
Go on.
Ready?
Here we go, you got a good bit now. Come on. Vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from... Oh, he's going to struggle with that. Oh, you got it.
What's a tune, by the way?
So I was out with my friends on Saturday night. I went out for a curry. And John's wife, Emma, said to me, I've never, ever, bearing in mind she's our age, right? I mean, I'm a little bit older than you. Ever had a cup of tea or coffee. And I went, I don't believe you.
I don't believe that.
And she said, I don't want to quote the All Saints, I promise you I've never ever. And I went, you must, like, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
I've never, ever
Really?
had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And I find that insane.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. That is bizarre, isn't it? Now, when I was talking to your producer, it's not mine, Posh Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie.
Very posh, by the way, Ollie.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
Yeah, I'm sure you must have walked into this building and looked for the Times radio and just taken a left rather than a right.
So you went to Oxford Uni?
It doesn't surprise me. Way too clever for talkSPORT.
Oxford and Cambridge wanted him, and he chose Oxford.
Have you noticed all the scripts are written in his words?
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God. Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible.
Get that winning feeling courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win.
.51, good morning to you. It's the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor alongside. Time now for our coffee break with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
Great tune, this one. Olivia Bazaglo is back in the studio, or the Mouse as I've nicknamed her now.
Why?
Very quiet. Very quiet. Why are we playing Baby Give It Up?
Because what would you give up for football is what that's the question we're asking.
Oh, wow. What do you want me to give up for?
Well, I'm going to ask you.
All
What
right.
does football mean to you?
Well, as in I've got to keep it, but I've got to give something else up. I mean...
I'm going to give you some options. in a
Oh, that's what I
minute.
mean. I need options.
How much does it mean to you?
Okay.
We are doing this because a lifelong Aston Villa supporter, Scott Barnes, shout out Scott, obviously Villa in a huge Europa League final next week.
Do big things.
I sold my late dad's diamond ring to get to Villa's Europa League
Now that's disgusting.
final.
Why?
That's disgusting.
But was his dad a Villa fan, and would his dad want him to be there?
Oh, mate, you don't say it's an heirloom. You don't say your dead dad's wedding ring.
Why though?
What do you mean? Okay.
It's Villa.
There'll be a day where you die, right? And your kids will sell that ring for a video game. You happy with that?
Video games.
No, that's the equivalent of it.
I made them lose. No, listen, mate, what about maybe his dad before he passed away? The relationship
You
they had
don't wear a
together?
wedding ring. Why's that?
Say again?
You don't wear a wedding ring. What's
He's not married.
I thought your wife puts out all your clothes. Oh, she divorced you yesterday,
Yeah.
did she? All right,
I
okay.
got dumped, yeah.
Andy, Champions League finals. How much is like the max you would pay to see Man United in Champions League finals?
need to pay.
No, but if you did.
But I don't need to.
But if you did.
Well, I wouldn't pay. I'll just
So you wouldn't pay, you wouldn't go.
I'll just phone up.
No, stop it.
Goals at your
Answer my
bet.
question. Answer my question. If you didn't know whoever you know,
Yeah.
and
Weird world.
and you had to pay to
Yeah.
go to a show, how much would you pay for a ticket?
Getting all hot now. You said I've got to pay. What are you talking about? Why would you say that to me?
Maximum for a Champions League final
Who
ticket.
Who have we got in the final?
You've got.
And where is it?
Man City
Oh God.
in Munich.
It took you a long time to
I
just
could
name
think
somewhere
of
in
a
the
European
world. didn't it?
city. I don't know.
You were going to go with the letter F there, weren't you? You went. Why was that?
Right.
What were you thinking of?
I don't know.
How much for that? Well, just for the ticket, not for the flight at the hotel.
Just yeah, everything. How much would you pay altogether to be at a Champions League final where Man United are playing City?
Grand.
Pay it.
Yeah, I don't have any money. I've got 2 kids in private school. I've got nothing left at the end of the month.
Got nothing left.
Got nothing.
Okay, Gabby, what would you pay? See Villa. I know it's probably not going to happen, but Villa in the
No.
Champions
I'll pay
League
$1,000.
final. I'd pay more than that. I think.
I'll probably make more than that, yeah.
So we're not against each other here. Like the winner gets the ticket.
No, I would pay I'll pay $2,000 to go and watch Villa in Champions League.
What would you, if Chelsea were in the World Cup final again? What would you pay to go and see that?
I'd pay a lot to go and see Chelsea in a Champions League final, Andy.
All right.
What about the World Cup, Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
World Cup. It's not.
You're
your thing,
playing
it's called-
Donald and Goofy. Again.
You two find that funny, did you? God, bars low today. Jesus.
World champions.
You only wish you were there. You got to win the Champions League to get in that, Andy. If you didn't know. Yeah.
Getting what? The World Cup.
World Cup. Yeah.
Obviously.
Anyway, okay, we're going to do a would you rather,
Okay,
right?
this is
Gabby.
Yep.
Obviously, did you go? How old are you, Gabby?
Nearly 40.
And you're going travelling, right?
I am, yeah.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, are you? Oh my God, are you actually?
Yeah,
oh, you're going to love it.
Well, you saw.
Punch the Monkey.
You saw. Yeah, I was going to say you saw it.
Oh my God, it was the best day ever. I was so happy.
Was it a pandemonium around there? Everyone wanted a picture.
Literally, this zoo, it was like a farm. It was like a farm with like about 5 animals and then just the monkey section and you couldn't even like see, but it made me so happy.
But he's fine now, Punch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really cute. Yeah, he's got a girlfriend. Gabby, would you rather
Yeah.
go on an all expenses paid trip, so you're going on a private jet to every country that you want to go to travelling, or be at the final in Istanbul and watch Villa win the Europa League?
Be in the final, Istanbul.
Would you?
Such a liar.
Such a liar.
Such a liar.
Private jet. He heard the word private jet and went, oh, and then went, actually, nah.
Nice them private jets, isn't they?
Don't know,
no,
I've never
we'll
been
go
on
and see
one.
my team, definitely.
Liar.
It's a big final.
You got
It
to
means
stand
a
with the
lot.
public.
Yeah, no problem.
You're not insured for that, yeah?
This guy. No, I'll definitely choose my team.
Okay.
Football means so much to me.
Okay, Andy.
Hi.
Would you
How you
rather...
doing?
Good, you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Would you rather play golf at Augusta with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy,
I'm selling your family.
or go back and watch United win the treble, obviously in Barcelona, that final game, that comeback 2-1 win against Bayern?
Where am I watching it? In the stadium?
Yeah, you're there. God, you thought it was straight up golf, and then you heard it.
Am I playing with Tiger?
Yeah, you're playing with Tiger
I'm
and
doing
with
that
Rory.
every day of the week.
Really?
Yeah, God,
You're not
yeah.
going back to watch your team?
I could. So my choice is either, in my world, right? Either play with Tiger and watch it on the telly, so I still get.
No, you're not allowed to watch it.
Oh, you're just making it up
Yeah,
now.
yeah, you're not allowed to watch it.
You know what these London Manchester United fans are?
Oh,
Doesn't mean
I was born in
I know.
Sale. I was born in Sale, Gab.
Okay, another one for you, Gabby. Would you rather have Andy's hair or be bald?
I'd rather Andy's hair because I'll do so much to it.
As if by magic, we've got.
Well,
oh wow,
you're going to Turkey, aren't you? Off to Istanbul. So
why is there a ponytail on that?
Yeah, that was Dave
doesn't
Seaman.
matter. It doesn't matter. We're just
That was Dave Seaman.
David Seaman. So we've got you this.
Would you have your hair
You can
done?
go and get your hair done in Turkey.
I
So
can.
this is what you would look like.
Put the wig on. You look like a fortune teller. Put
It's
it
a
on.
big wig.
There you go. So Gabby's putting on the. Put it on properly. There you go. Let's have a look. You got a massive head. Let's have a look. Oh my! Do you know it's taking years off you? Gab, that looks. Oh yeah. So Olivia's just straightening up,
There we
squaring it
go.
off. Look. You look. You know you look like you look like someone in Greece. That's really good, man.
Anyone got a comb?
That is. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't it, Liv?
Imagine that though with like a skin fade to the
Gab,
side.
you look fantastic.
Just look to the right and left.
You know
can see
what?
the little ponytail.
You know what, Gabby? That's how Jason Cundy's going to look in about a month's time. That looks. That's fantastic.
I like it, you know.
So you could actually go to Turkey. When you go to Istanbul, you can get your hair done.
Oh, you know you look like.
Or-
You know you look like Marcus.
Don't do it.
Actually, that is.
But it's my.
We fell out with him.
But
Gabby fed out with him.
listen, if I can look like this,
That's good, man.
Turkey, I'm going 3 days before the
Really?
final.
Would you ever get a hair transplant?
I would, yeah.
Would you?
Well,
In Turkey?
I did go and have a look in London like 10 years ago, me and my friend, and the guy said to me,
Really? What? Because sometimes
"You
it
need to
actually
get more
doesn't
hair.
work, does
You need
it?
to get hair from somewhere, don't you? Like on the back of your head. That.
Liv, I've got one for you, right? Would you rather support Fulham or go bald for the rest of your
Go
life?
bald because I can wear a wig.
No, you can't wear a wig.
So you're just adding things on.
Like you did,
making
yeah.
it up.
Like exactly like you
just
did.
making
Yeah,
it
I've
up.
learned from you.
Just making it up.
What one are you choosing? Can't ever wear a wig. So bald for the rest of your life, but you support Chelsea.
Yeah,
Or
I've got to be bald for
or
the
you
rest of my life.
Oh, you're gonna go.
I can't support Fulham, can I?
Nice, this is.
Gab.
What about your teeth, Gab? You get your teeth done, turkey teeth.
Yeah.
I'm getting everything done. Everything's getting done in 3 days.
You look good.
Andy, would you get turkey teeth?
I've already got them. That was all thanks to our friends at Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT. Sponsored by Costa Express. Freshly ground Costa coffee for a quality day.
You're done now, Liv, for the day?
You're going to go back to bed.
Okay. Lovely seeing you.
Half a day.
Later,
Great
I'll let you
work.
know how I get on.
Great, yes. Let me know how you get on. The talkSPORT Breakfast Show reminder is live in Istanbul. Next week, both Wednesday and Thursday shows will be live from Turkey. Ali and Gabby will be your hosts. Coming up, we'll turn our attention back to the decision that has rocked Scottish football. Celtic legend Paul Lambert will be joining us. That's me, Andy Goldstein, and Danny Zuko right after this on The Breakfast Show.
So what? We done. Listen, Middlesbrough went 1-0 up, Jamie.
He's right.
Right, they played brilliant. The first half, we scored an equaliser, right, and that done it. That put it to bed because the second half we come out flying, mate. Middlesbrough had nothing. They were leggy. They were gone.
I think the rule is if you're going to
great call.
don't get caught.
What? What's that?
The rule is you're going to cheat.
Is that your analysis of?
I think
of Spygate?
I think
if you're going to cheat, don't get caught.
Well, I think if you cheat, rule number one, don't get caught. Can't get caught cheating, mate. Can you?
You can't say that, mate.
Well, you can.
You can't. You can't.
I don't think it's cheating.
What do you mean?
Just don't get caught.
What do you mean? It's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It is a form of cheating.
It's not a form of cheating, but
All
if you
right,
are
okay.
cheating, don't get caught.
Is texting another woman cheating?
What are you saying to her?
Well,
you tell me what I'm saying, I'll tell you it's cheating.
We're just having a little chat. We're having a,
No, it's not cheating.
We're having a little chat. You're a bit flirty.
Right, okay, what am I saying? You give me the context of the text, and I'll tell you it's cheating.
Say, I see you at the bar the other day. I got your number, and I thought I'd give you a message. I thought you look really pretty.
That's not cheating in my book.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace.
Oh, that's not cheating, is it?
What do you mean? It's a form of cheating.
It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. It's fine.
You can't get away with that.
No, I think you wouldn't.
You can't get
no,
away
but here's
with
the thing. I ain't got caught. Delete the delete the text. Delete the text.
Football fans all have stadiums we love, but do any of us have a pitch that we love? It might sound like an odd question, but pitches can be different sizes with big consequences. Why is that? And what are the actual rules? Back when association football started, pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road. Not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs have been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham, because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2-metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park. And don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards. So do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows. But as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
6 minutes past 8. Good morning, everyone. You're waking up with the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein. And Gabby Agbonlahor. He's got a new hairstyle, everyone. Looks good, man. Susha. And
I'm being deadly serious. I like it.
I like it. We'll get to that in a minute. I've got to mention Arnold Clark, the wonderful people at Arnold Clark, because it's the perfect time to get an upgrade for your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. Gabby, it suits you. So if you're joining us now for the first time, we were joking that Gab's going to Istanbul next week, and we were saying you should get a hair transplant. And so we put David Seaman's, this is going to sound wrong, David Seaman's wig on you. I'm not suggesting David Seaman has a wig, but it's a wig. No, he doesn't. But it's the wig he would have had if he would have had one, if that makes sense. But it really suits you.
But don't you think it's easier to just wear a wig instead of a hair transplant?
Oh, well, of course not. Why would you want to wear a wig?
I'm saying like...
Sorry, if you wear a wig, that sounds horrific.
Yeah,
right?
There's a lot of people out there like Andy. Come on, mate. Like,
no, but what I'm saying is...
Wiggate.
Wiggate, that's amazing. If you've got the opportunity to have a hair transplant, I know it's expensive.
Go and get it done.
No, I'm just saying, this is just you. It looks great.
I think it suits me, man.
Are you surprised?
I'm surprised how good it looks.
Yeah.
And like... Do you know what I mean? I could phone Jack Grealish and see like what he does with his hair.
Yeah.
You could like leave it long. You could you could have a fade again. a skin fade with a bit on top. You can get some.
So good, man.
You can make it curly.
You look like a weird John Travolta.
Isn't it, mate? Weird. I like it though.
Look at the side of it. It's got the ponytail at the back. Really good, man. Really.
I don't want to
is that the first time? Is that the first
in my life?
Is that the first time you put a wig on?
Yes. It's the first time in my life I've had hair.
Is it warm? Because a hat, you're effectively wearing a hat, right?
It feels heavy.
Does it?
It's like with hair. Does your head feel heavy?
It feels like I've got a permanent helmet on.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I like it though. I could fly now, mate, somewhere in Europe.
Right, like Superman?
Yeah, no, but I could go somewhere now, mate, new identity.
Yeah.
And people wouldn't know.
I think they would.
You think they would?
Yeah, I think there's a few telltale signs.
No, they wouldn't know though. If I go to Spain.
Oh, what? And you mean have it done?
No, I mean like this, like properly on.
Yeah.
I could go to the bar and start speaking.
Put my glasses on. Let's see if we can sort of maybe disguise you. Because we were talking about Spygate earlier. Let's have a look. You're starting to look like a different person now.
I could go to the bar and then like change my accent.
Go on, put on a different voice. Look down the barrel of that camera. Put on a different voice. Tell me what's your name. Make up a name. What would your name be?
Trevor.
Trevor what?
Jones.
Okay.
I'm from geese. I'm from Essex geese. Like, yeah. What do you do for a living? Yeah, I'm into property geese. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Want to go for a drink, Bab?
Bab, who's that? Is that what O'Hara
That's a
said?
Birmingham.
Bab, that's amazing.
Oh, for God's sake.
Good work.
I like it.
Yeah,
Staying
keep it on.
mate.
Keep it on for the
Staying
rest of the show.
Gets in your face, doesn't it?
You're
and
going to
stuff?
check it out, yeah.
Nightmare.
Look at you moaning about hair in your eyes. That wasn't happening at 6:01 this morning. Right, on with the show as VAR giving Celtic a helping hand in the Scottish Premiership title race.
So you can see what's going on, what's going on.
There's no evidence to say 100% it's his arm, his hand even, his fingers, his nails.
Well, Beaton obviously thought it was, so you're questioning the referee or you're questioning the VAR?
I'm not sure if I'm happy about the angles that you've got up there in the camera.
I think it's one of the worst decisions I've seen in my career football, taking everything into consideration.
I'd heard there was a 96-minute penalty. I didn't need to ask who for, and it was going to VAR. Obviously, it's Celtic have scored. Having seen it, it feels like us against everybody.
The whole of Scotland knows that this goes on the whole time. How many games actually go to 98 minutes? Now, if you look at the trajectory of the ball, it's clearly a header.
Why are you bothered? What's the problem?
No, what you've got to say is, Shaban, is
Talk to me.
100% it's a penalty. 100%. What percentage?
100% it's a penalty.
100%
it's a penalty.
Yeah, Hearts enjoyed an easy 3-0 victory over Falkirk, but huge controversy as Celtic were awarded a penalty deep in the stoppage time for, well, it says dubious handball. You and I watched it in the break a million times.
Yes.
It's 100% not a penalty. 100% that is a header.
It's just crazy because, like we says, we have a laugh about it. Like, you must be the strongest man in the world to have an open hand and the ball go that far.
Yeah.
He's headed it. He's not punched it away. And I was watching after the game. I was watching Chris Boyd and the guys on Sky. And all three of the pundits on there agreed. Never in a million years. And the ref can't go over for 5 seconds, look at it, and point to the spot.
Yeah.
I can see why Motherwell themselves, because they've had a great season. They were the better team last night. They're fighting for European football. Will be disappointed before even you talk about the Hearts.
Yeah.
So disappointing.
Well, you say it's definitely not a penalty. I say it's definitely not. I wonder what our next guest will make of it. Joining us now is 4-time SPL winner, former Celtic captain. This will be interesting. Paul Lambert joins us. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Paul.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby.
Can you see Gabby's new hairstyle, Paul? Can you see that?
I thought that was David Crockett sitting beside you.
Do you like it? It suits him though, doesn't it? Weirdly, it suits him.
It looks brilliant with it. I think he should just keep it permanent.
I think he's
cheers, Gaffer. I appreciate it.
He's already super glued it. Right, let's start with the obvious question: was it a penalty? Yes or no?
Do you know, Andy? I've done a couple of interviews before, and what I've saw with that, and what you guys have said, the trajectory of the ball goes 50 yards out the pitch. You can never do that with a hand unless you punch it. So the only thing I would say, the lad jumps with his hand, but there's nothing you can do because you've got to get leverage. Your arms are going to come up. Whether John Beaton or... But I just disagree with VAR altogether. I disagree with it, but especially up in Scotland because I think it's a watered-down version of it, what you guys have got down south. So for me, it doesn't work up there. And whether it's a penalty or not, I think if Hearts use the emotion of that to go into Parkhead on Saturday, they'll lose the game. For me, the damage has been done when Hearts never got a result against Motherwell a few weeks ago. And that's why they're in the position they're in. So everybody's going to go to this decision, Celtic penalty or no penalty. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You deal with it, you get on with it. And put it this way, if Gabby was playing there and he was playing for Celtic and he would massively go for the penalty, shouts a penalty, a penalty.
100%, yeah. 100%.
And that's going to be what it's like, Gabby, Andy, up the road. But the damage has been done to Hearts at the minute from the Motherwell game a few weeks ago.
I remember you come on a couple of days ago, Gaffer, and you said that Motherwell, very good side. The first time I watched them this season, wow, they can play, can't they? They were probably the better team last night. I watched the game.
Listen, I saw them a few weeks ago at Parkhead, and I think I said to you the other day, they were a nice little football team, but they just never had the power to really hurt you. So, nice football team. Jens has got them going really, really well, but did they have the power and the mental strength to carry it through? I wasn't so sure, but that's what you're up against Celtic, and Celtic know how to do it. Being at Parkhead on Saturday will be absolutely It'll be bouncing, and Hearts Hearts are going to have to weather a storm which coming, because Celtic know they have to win.
Social media's going a bit nuts. Everyone is suggesting there's a big club bias towards Celtic, in favour of Celtic. What's your view on that? Is there one?
Well, Andy, honestly, I lived up there most of my life and played for them. The pressure that the crowd can give is massive with it. I mean, Rangers have the same. Don't go away from that. The two clubs are huge with it. Is there a bias? You'd like to think not, because the referees are trying to do a job. But I think when you have a portable TV sitting at the side of your pitch and you're going to see it, I just disagree with it, because I think the referee should be in a position to make his own decision rather than somebody else making it for him.
I think what a lot of people have said, Gaffer, is that like the Callum Wilson incident on the weekend, it took 4 or 5 minutes. Obviously, it's too long, but such an important call, important decision in the title race. Did the referee go over last night, and was it too quick? Such a big decision in the title race in Scotland. Could he have took his time a bit longer?
No, it could have, Gabby. It could have. That's why, like, the Callum Wilson one as well. You think, well, surely at that time, just let the game flow. Yes. Whether you're going to make that decision right or wrong, it's going to even itself out. Excuse me. It's going to even itself out throughout the season. But that's why I say, if Hearts clutch at this and say it's never a penalty, or they're going to lose on Saturday or the weekend, they'll lose because emotions took over from them, and the manager of Hearts saying it's disgusting. Don't worry about what's happened to Celtic. Hearts are still in the driving seat.
Yeah.
All they need to do is get a draw.
Paul, last one from me. Martin O'Neill said afterwards it was a clear-cut penalty, right? Now, it clearly wasn't a clear-cut. Whatever way you look at it, it clearly wasn't clear-cut. Why the manager, you've been in the dugout, why the managers come out after a game where the decision has already been made, it's carved in stone, it won't change? Why can't they come out and be honest? Why didn't Martin O'Neill say, do you know what, it was so tight? Just even sit on the line and go, so tight, I'm glad we got it, but, you know, rather than, my 100% penalty. Why do managers do that?
I think when you've got hundreds of thousands of fans all over the world who expect you to back him, and that's what he's done. Like as you said there, 99.9%, we all say the things that people want to hear. Whereas sometimes you think, when he looks back, he goes, we got away with that one. But when they say it publicly, I'm not so sure.
I think as well, when you look at, sorry, Andy, when you look at Hearts, like you said there, they should use this. If they think that there's an injustice in Scotland with officials and decisions, use that to give yourself a little boost before the game, the team talk. Okay, if the referees and the VAR officials aren't on our side, let's give them no opportunity in this game. Let's use it. We've been top for a lot of the season to go and win the game. That's
it, Gabby. I think that's it. I think that's exactly how you view it. But if they view it and you know yourself, the emotion takes over, they will lose. 100% are going to lose if the emotion takes over. So they have to play with a calm head. They're in the driving seat. All they need is a point to do it. But I know it's coming. That Celtic crowd will be absolutely bouncing, and they'll drive them on, and it'll be a really tough game for both teams on Saturday.
Paul, listen, thanks for coming on. When Gabby's done with the week, do you want me to send it to no, maybe not.
You can't speak to him like that, Andy.
I know. Hey, he's sexy and bald.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, would you like us? Does it matter?
I've seen that side of the gaffer, Andy. You don't want to speak to him like that.
He doesn't need it.
No.
Well, what a pleasure and honour. Thanks.
Thank you, mate.
Have a wonderful day. Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
I think that came out slightly. I didn't mean it like that. Looks good. Suits you.
He's going to smash you when he sees that.
I genuinely didn't mean like that. Coming up, we'll be taking your calls 03717222334 on the above number to call. We'll also turn our attention to the title race south of the border. Is there any way Arsenal can blow it? I say no. I'm guessing Gabby says no, but you never know. Or do you? We'll discuss that next. It's
As we alluded to yesterday, Southampton are likely to face a sporting sanction if they're found guilty of spying charges. As a result, they could end up being thrown out of the playoff final to be replaced in that final by Middlesbrough instead, the team that they put out last night at the semi-final second leg stage. We said we'd look into this more thoroughly from a financial, legal expert point of view, and the very man who fits that bill is sitting to my right. Stefan Borsten joins us live in studio. And Stefan, good morning to you.
Hi.
We'll get into how this may or may not play out in the courts. Is there a precedent, Stefan, for chucking a team out of the playoffs?
Well, it happened to Swindon, but it was different. Well, not in terms of the playoffs, but in terms of sort of annulling the promotion. But it was a different situation. I mean, there's no situation where you've had it all come to a head within this small window around the playoffs. In terms of spying / espionage, there's really very few cases anywhere in football in respect of this. So you've got the Leeds situation that we know about, where it was systematic. They ended up with a £200,000 fine. And effectively, the other part of the sanction was to vote in favour of the rule that then came in. This rule that we're now talking about in terms of the 72-hour rule. That was part of the agreement on that. So that brought the rule in.
Chris O'Dowd! When you get the offer to be the voice of a sheep...
Yes, you can only dream, really.
Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser! Well, how much of Rip does your husband in real life have about him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's a man.
He's Kirsty and Phil!
Can we talk about one other thing?
We can talk about loads of things. It's an interview.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500.
22 minutes past 8. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Good hair. Gabby Agbonlahor. Great hair. Great hair. Great hair. Right, let's get the latest odds with Coral and Simon Clare.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Morning, Simon. How you doing?
Morning, Simon.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Gabby. I was just reminiscing, Andy. You might not remember this, but we actually worked together 20 years ago.
Do you know what? When I knew I was doing the breakfast show, I mentioned this to someone in the office. They didn't believe it. I do remember.
Was you at college?
He was my teacher at school. we were in like an aircraft hangar doing a World Cup show, right?
Yes. It was on UK TV. I had to Google it to remind myself.
Yeah.
It was actually a predecessor of Dave, and it was like the alternate 2006 World Cup coverage. You were brilliant. You were brilliant, Andy, by the way.
Oh,
but I was
bless
the
you.
bookie. I was the bookie rep on a blackboard or something, because I remember it, chalking up the odds as you.
Was it really 20 years ago?
Yeah. 2006
So
World Cup.
you must have been doing that in your mid-40s then, right?
Yo, you git. I was 35. I was
Wow.
35. I'm guessing you were a couple of years younger, were you, Andy?
I think I just got out of school that year. He wished. Right, listen.
It was when Gabby had hair, anyway, wasn't it? Yeah.
You can see it, right? What do you make of it?
It's really disturbing, is all I can say. Everyone needs to go to YouTube and actually watch this, because I actually just Googled Gabby to try and find your youngest images as a footballer, and you didn't really have much hair then, did you? When did you last have a full head of hair?
I think it was at my dad's second wedding.
Birth.
I used to have an afro back in the day, the old school afros.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to get a real. I want to see an actual.
I'll send you a picture. I used to have hair, mate. I don't know what happened.
It looks great. Right, let's jump straight into it. What are the odds of Gabby actually going to Turkey and having it done? No. We've got to talk about the Scottish title race. I mean, it couldn't be any hotter than it is right now.
What an extraordinary game last night. I mean, it was a bit like one of those jokes, isn't it? After all the VAR controversy of the Arsenal-West Ham game, saying no one could ever see more controversy than this. The Scottish football says, hold my beer. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that was mental yesterday. Look, Celtic are now 4-7 favourites to win the title. It's 5-4 Hearts. That pretty much reflects the match betting because it's 4-7 Celtic to win, and it's 100-30 the draw, and it's 4-1 Hearts. I mean, it's a simple equation. Natural justice, I suppose, would be that Hearts get the draw or indeed beat Celtic and win the title. But, I mean, how do you see it going now, guys, based on...
You've got to back Celtic at home, haven't you? That atmosphere, you know, they're playing some good football as well. And like Paul Lambert says, Hearts have to forget about it now. They literally have to, play how they've been playing all season. They've done well against the old firm teams, and they only need a draw. But how do they approach the game, Simon, when you need a draw only?
It's difficult, isn't it? As you say, they have to. I mean, you know, they can't feel sorry for themselves.
No.
The trouble is, it's always awful that a title is obviously decided over a whole season, 38 games or whatever it is, and yet recency bias says it's all hanging on that decision from last night. So, but look, it's a much-watched game. Scottish football been the best year for Scottish football in terms of neutral interest for decades. So let's hope it ends with a massive and fantastic conclusion.
Yes. Right, let's talk south of the border now. The English title race is sort of back on. Man City winning again last night. Where are we at with that?
Yeah, so I think it was definitely still very, very much alive. I mean, Arsenal 1-5 to win the title. It's 7-2 Manchester City. Obviously, City in the cup final this weekend. They're 3s on to lift the trophy. It's 2-1 Chelsea. And I suppose for Arsenal, you know, they haven't exactly been prolific and in front of goal. They haven't played in a relaxed style, but they're 1-9 to beat Burnley at the weekend. It's 9-1 the draw, 18-1 Burnley to pull off an awful shot for Arsenal fans. Good one for Burnley fans. But the interesting thing is the favourite correct score is 3-0 at 5-1, and the fact that goal difference still could play a factor if Arsenal were to draw a game of one of the last two games and City win both of them, level on points. I suppose there's an element of Burnley. Arsenal not wanting to beat Burnley at the weekend, but maybe run up a big score if they can. I mean, I know it's not that easy, Gabby, Andy, but would that be something in your mind to try and get the goal difference back up?
I think a goal difference, yeah, but the way Crystal Palace played yesterday, they are on the beach until the cup final, so there's no worries for Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah, I really think Arsenal will get 2 comfortable wins, no problem.
Yeah, me too.
I thought for the first 25 minutes or so they posed a. I know you're saying, Gabby. I've just watched Arsenal all season, and they seem to make hard work of what should be the lightest tasks. And last game of the season. Yeah, I'm hoping you're right. Maybe
I'd like
Palace
to think there's one more twist and turn, but you never know.
Yes.
Just finally, EFL playoffs. Paddy McGuinness on next. Bolton happening tonight live on talkSPORT 2. Where are we at with that, Si?
It is is it League One?
Oh.
Say again?
You should know that, Simon.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
Wow. Wow.
God, this is the first time I've worked with Andy for 20 years. He's bowling me fastballs. It's
Well, I mean,
6-4.
you do work for Coral. I just assume.
There's a lot going on.
Is that
Andy.
the same league
It's
as Birmingham City? You're involved with Coral? Is that not right?
No, we're in the Championship, I might point out. Bradford are 6-4.
Are you
It's
sure?
5-2 the draw,
Yeah.
and it's 7 for Bolton. In fact, it couldn't be a closer game, really, as the bookies see it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm all over it.
We're just amazed it's even happening tonight. Simon, what a pleasure. I look forward to speak to you in 20 more years.
Top man, Simon.
Hopefully a
On
lot
tomorrow
less.
as well, Andy.
Oh, fine. Okay, 20 minutes then. Simon, what a pleasure and great to see you again. You
Thanks,
look
guys.
fantastic. Thanks, man. That was a look at the latest odds with Coral 18+, Gambleware.org.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18+, Gambleaware.org.
When we come back, Paddy McGuinness will be with us. Stay where you are. It's 8:27. It's The Breakfast Show with me, Andy Goldstein, and Gabby Agbonlahor.
Leeds, they had injuries. They weren't really at the races.
And they should have won it, though. Leeds should have won it.
Yeah, because we fell apart. We fell apart, mate.
False that.
Yeah, but
Don't blame Leeds. Don't stand on a proper West Ham.
I'm not blaming Leeds, but Leeds were there to get beat tonight. It wasn't a great performance from Leeds, all right? But once we scored, we went 1-0 up, right?
Yeah.
And we fell apart. We were bottling it all over the park. No one had any bottle to get on the ball, to make a pass, to have some structure. There was no pattern of our play. Everything that De Zerbi's probably been working on with them just went completely out the window.
Well-
There's 11 players just out there hoping that something might happen.
I thought it was a good point. I thought it was a decent point,
Is
mate.
that what you're going to say for 2 hours? You're just going to say it's a good point? Right.
Well, you could have come away
Ain't
with
a good-
nothing. And I'll tell you what's worse, losing. That's worse.
I know, mate, but that's not a good point. We're at home. Out of the 3 games we got left, that's the easiest
How many
game.
points have you picked up this season at home?
I don't know. Not many.
Right, not many. So that's a good point.
I don't think we've won at home for 5 months. I know, but come on.
5 months. I've had a hair transplant. It's going to grow back. I'll have a hair transplant. It's going to grow back by the time you next win at home. That's how long it's been. I only had a hair transplant about 6 weeks ago.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that performance. What is Matthias Dell doing? What?
Oh, it's
Tell
a
me.
brilliant finish. What are you on about?
No, the goal's a great goal. What's he doing in his box? What is he doing? A bicycle kick.
Yeah.
A bicycle kick in your own box when you're in the bottom 3, when you can't see what's around you, and he's trying to do a bicycle kick.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
Morning. It's 8:34. You're listening to The Breakfast Show with me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today. Get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. We are waiting for Paddy McGuinness. I just spoke to Paddy, right?
I heard you, mate. Yeah.
And I said, "You got any?" Yeah, I'm just gonna park up my car. And now I've texted him because we can't get hold of him.
Oh, you got his number?
Yeah,
Amazing,
let's
mate.
phone him up live and see. Because when you do WhatsApp calls, it just calls anyway, right? You don't necessarily know. If
exactly.
I think he's in an area where he can't. His phone's not ringing.
Is it really him?
It's definitely him. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, you heard me speak to him in the.
But he did say, "Who's this?"
All right. No, it's not him. He didn't say. I don't, see what he's done. He's pulled up in an area. Let's try him one more time.
Oh, friend.
Huh? Well, do you want him on or not?
Yeah, he's amazing, man.
Paddy McGuinness. Let's try that one. Is that his number? I think that's his number. Here we go. This might be his old number. Oh, no, there you go. Oh, it's ringing.
Welcome to the
Andy, do
Andy,
you even
come on.
know him?
You just heard me talk to him.
Yeah, he said, "Who's this?"
No, he didn't. He's such a wally. Hopefully he'll find an area of the country that has reception.
Yes.
While we're waiting for him to do that, should we take some calls? I think we shall. Stephen is a Celtic fan. Hi, Stephen. How you doing?
Morning, Stephen.
Morning, boys. How you doing?
You can't do a Paddy McGuinness impression for me, can you?
No.
Okay, get me out of that hole. Howie, thanks so much for coming up. I'm guessing you want to talk about the madness from last night, right?
Yeah.
Come on, it's not a penalty, is it?
Oh, it's a Stonewall penalty.
Oh, why? Tell me why. Tell me why, because it hit his head clearly.
I hit his head, but he's maybe his elbow and the neck. What about the one in the first half where he nearly killed?
That was a penalty on Maeda, 100%.
Well, there you go. And see that penalty in the injury time. What if that was in the first game of the season? They wouldn't be a big crack out about that, would they?
Yeah, but I think when I look back at it, mate, I don't think it's a penalty. But like you say, as I was watching the game, Maeda gets took out by the keeper, and then I think Engels should have scored, shouldn't he? And he loops it over the bar.
Oh, he should have scored 100%. He wasn't even in the game.
Yeah.
So he wasn't.
So what do you say about Hearts fans, maybe other teams in Scotland, saying that there's a bias towards Celtic?
No, there's not a bias. It's over 36 games, mate, and Celtic are in it. They need to dry their eyes. They're the same as Super Alan McCoy.
Wow.
Always moaning.
Wow. So if you lose against them at the weekend for a similar decision, you're fine with it?
Oh, 100%, because they'll deserve to win it if they do. But
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Stephen, right? You don't actually think it was a penalty, do you?
But, yeah, 100%.
No. Listen.
Between us, no one's listening. Between us.
Between the three of us, you know he headed that ball, don't you? It wasn't a penalty. You know, just admit it now. It's fine.
I've seen every angle. I've watched it on my phone. He did header it, right? But see, the end of the day, we're going to win the league in Saturday.
Okay, but you hold on, forget that. That may be the case, but you just said he did header it, yeah? So he didn't handball it.
He did header it, but that's the name of the game. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it's not a penalty though, right?
What about the elbow?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, okay, was it handball?
I think it hurt his fingertip.
If he hit his fingertips, it must
Brilliant.
be. Colin's up next, Hearts fan. Hi, Colin.
Morning, Colin.
Oh, hi, Andy. How are you, sir? How are you, Gabby?
All well, mate.
Good, man. We're good. Go on then. I mean, you can just speak the truth.
I'm calling from South Africa, so I've been hanging on for a while. I just wanted to say, first of all, congratulations to Derek McInnes for what he's done for the team this season, considering last year's season.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
And then you know, it's very hard to not like Martin O'Neill, especially with his commitment. But you know, it's very. I'm hoping that the Motherwell manager Jens Bertel Askew, show some integrity. Don't complain about last night. Stand up and talk about what you witnessed last week when 2 blatant penalties were denied to Hearts. Then we can take your moans seriously.
Yeah.
But that's what should be happening. The integrity of the Scottish game. Why is there no Scottish officials going to the World Cup? It's obvious. We're
Colin.
not hiding to nothing. We're coming away from Celtic Park with nothing. Yes, Gabby.
Colin, Andy said earlier, do you reckon it's a good idea if on the weekend international referees and VAR officials for the game? Would you want that?
That would be fantastic. You could have Stevie Wonder there, but you're still going to give a penalty.
It's going to be fascinating, that game.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Big game. And
who do you want to win?
Oh, I'm on the fence, mate.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I'm
yeah,
on the
yeah.
fence.
What's happened to your hair? Where's your hair gone? Why are you taking it off?
Let's take it off.
What?
I got a headache.
Was it tight on your head? Was it?
I was getting a headache, yeah. My head's not used to hair.
No.
Listen, I don't support any team in Scotland. The reason why I want Hearts to win the league is someone different. And I think it's good for next season as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine Hearts getting through the Champions League.
You want someone to break that monopoly.
And playing Champions League football.
Yeah.
Be amazing for that football club.
Yeah. Well, let's turn our attention to football south of the border. talkSPORT understands that Manchester United are set to hold formal talks with Michael Carrick about taking the manager job on a permanent basis. Carrick has won 10 of his 14 games in charge, has guaranteed the club Champions League football for next season after their 3-2 hammering against Liverpool. But despite that run, my Drive colleague, Darren Bent, thinks the hierarchy might be jumping the gun. What?
Oh.
Manchester United are thinking, do you know what, let's wait to the end of the season because I think there potentially could be availabilities. Now, look at Luis Enrique. Depending on what happens with the Champions League final, which obviously I hope goes the other way, I hope Arsenal win it. But say PSG do win, they're the heavy favourites, and he's won 2 in a row. What more can he do? So he's got 1 year left on his contract. He might become available. Now, Luis Enrique and Manchester United, massive manager, massive football club.
What's your view? I do think that... I think Michael Carrick's done an unbelievable job, right? And I was asked a couple of times last week or the week before whether or not I think he should get... And I said yes, I do think, right? However, if PSG's manager decides to call it a day, he's probably the only one. Other than that, I'm happy with Carrick.
I think it's difficult because if Manchester United didn't give Carrick the job and 10 games into the season, Manchester United are struggling, everyone's going to say, why didn't you give it Carrick?
Yeah.
If you give Carrick the job, 10 games in, they're struggling, they'll say, you missed out on Iriola, you missed out on Enrique, whoever, all these managers might be available. So it's difficult. What he's done in the 15 games he's had in charge, I think he deserves it.
Yes, I agree. He's done a great job.
Agreed.
If we go to a break now, we'll have longer with Paddy McGuinness, who has finally found an area of the car park where his phone works. So why don't we do that? Next up, live on The Breakfast Show with me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, the wonderful Paddy McGuinness joins us live.
Another developing story this morning coming out of Manchester United. Manchester United have reportedly reached out to other potential candidates, but wish to speak to Michael Carrick first. What do you read into that? Is the significant fact of that Carrick gets first dibs in speaking to those who will make the ultimate decision?
Well,
in other words, he's leading the way.
I find it strange how these things come out. Like, who is it leaking the fact that United have spoken or speaking to other candidates before they speak to Michael? I mean, it's bizarre, especially when you're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world. Can they not do business? Can they not keep their own counsel? I find that a bit bizarre, but he's done really well. And, with the position they were in to where he's got them, you could argue he deserves another go at it and bring some players in the summer. And I wouldn't say that's a huge risk. The progression they've made under him, I'd give him another go. Yeah.
Yeah. Significant, Simon, that they want to speak to Carrick first.
Yeah. Again, I don't know who's briefing in and whether it's coming from Carrick's.
Chris O'Dowd! When you get the offer to be the voice of a sheep,
Yes, you can only dream, really.
Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser. Well, how much of Rip does your husband in real life have about him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's a man.
Say
He's a dude.
Kirsty and Phil!
Can we talk about one other thing?
We can talk about loads of things. It's an interview.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning.
Good morning to you. It's the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. Shop the upgrade event today. Get an extra £500 when you part exchange your car. Don't miss your chance to boost your valuation. Right, now to the drama of the League One playoff semi-finals. Bolton are 2 games away from a return to the Championship in 7 years. But they have a massive hurdle to clear. Away at Bradford tonight, a game you can hear live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2 to look ahead to this one. Comedian, actor, TV presenter, huge Bolton fan. In fact, he does everything. The great Paddy McGuinness is finally with us. Good morning, Paddy. How you doing?
Morning, Paddy.
Morning, lads.
How are you? Finally, you found somewhere in a car park where your phone works.
I'm all right. Well, you see, because I live in Cheshire these days. The trouble with Cheshire is everyone's got a few quid round here, so you can't get a phone mast up. I've got to go sort of back towards Bolton to get a signal.
Sure.
So I can hear you now.
Paddy, surely you're wealthy enough to have your own satellite up there, right?
Do you know, I realise this is an open goal at the minute because I just had you and Gabs on in the car, and I'm actually going to get a haircut today.
Which one?
yeah, there you go. There you go. Lovely stuff, isn't it? It's lovely stuff.
Paddy, how much will they charge you for that, if you don't mind me asking?
I just want to put some out there for every follically challenged bloke in the country.
Yeah.
We're the only minority, it seems, you can still take the mick out of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I totally agree, Paddy.
Yeah, exactly, Gabs. I mean, you can't look at someone with ginger hair the wrong way these days. You'll be up in the court of human rights. But when you're losing your hair, everyone can say what they want. Well, I'm making a stand. It's a hate crime.
I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
Hate crime, is it?
Yeah. It's a hate crime.
All right. I can't go after both of you. It'd be like me going after Tellis of Alison Hugh Brenner in the same breath, wouldn't it? I'll just move away from that. Paddy, listen.
You know what? I've got to say, it's your head of her, which I talk about a lot, and I often think of it when I'm at home on my own, crying. But I've got to say, it is a lovely head of her, but... Thank the Lord for that, because if you look at your face, if you didn't have that head of her, you'd be in all kinds of trouble.
Do you know what? You're not going to get an argument from me. I agree with you 100%, Paddy. I really do. Listen, before we talk about your beloved Bolton, let's talk about you, because I think it was, 2-3 days ago, you announced as the new host of Big Break. What an unbelievable gig on a brilliant TV show. Congratulations.
Do you know... There's a lot of classics from back in the day that I love watching, as we all did. And I think Big Break, when I first got approached about it, this is obviously, you know what telly's like, this is a while back, I was so excited because I love the show so much. And it's been a bit of a slow burner getting there. But the best thing ever for me is when I met Stephen Hendry, who, as we know, he's the GOAT. I just got on so well with him, and he's got a proper good sense of humor. He reminds me a lot of Paul Scholes, where you're chatting to him and it's all lovely, and then all of a sudden he comes right in with a 2-footed challenge on you, and you go, he's got a proper good sense of humour. So that particular bit of chemistry works a treat. So we'll build around that, really. But you know, if you remember the show back in the day with Jim and the late great John Virgo, you know, it was one of them. You'd sit down in the house, tea on your lap, and watch it Saturday night. I loved it.
Yeah, Paddy, is there a lot of pressure on you because it's such an iconic show, such a great show? We know what happened the last time you took over a show like that in Question of Sport.
Yeah, well, there's no pressure because as we know these days, no one's got any opinions, so it'll be okay. You know, no one tells you what they think. No one's an expert, so you know it is what it is. But just going on that Question of Sport thing, that was another show I loved, but I've got to say, that's like going in after Ferguson at United.
Yeah.
You know, Sue Barker and you know the two Phil and Matt. What a team that was! So you're always on a bit of a highway to nothing, though. But it's one of them things like anything. It'd be a bit like, you know, Gab playing football. He plays at Villa, and Real Madrid come in for him. Yeah. You know, even though he loved Villa, you're going to go, well, you're not going to say no, are you?
Exactly.
No. Also, I think
you've got to give it a go.
I think times change, obviously, with people and making appointments to view TV. But what I will say genuinely, even though you're my pal, I'm not just saying it, but I'm so delighted the show's coming back. And when I heard you were doing it, I can't think of anyone better placed to present that show. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about that, Paddy.
I appreciate that, brother.
It's going to be brilliant.
I know you know your way around a queue as well. So when we do the old celebrity special,
oh my God,
are you up for it?
I'd be honoured. There'll be no fee. That would be an absolute honour for me to do something like that.
I know there's no fee. Trust me.
Paddy,
I'm struggling to get a few quid out of him.
Paddy, is he a celebrity though, Andy?
Good point.
Oh, shots fired.
That's a good
Sorry,
point.
Andy.
Yeah. Shall we quickly move?
Gabby, because I've only just pulled up and I heard the back end of the chat.
Yeah.
What's he having a go at you about? Like, are you talking about getting a transplant or something?
I'm going to Istanbul for the Europa League final. I've been looking into it, and he's just wanting me to try on a wig, and he's been mocking me, and you know he's got this golden paste that he's got as well that you know he offers me when I've got a bald head. He always takes the mick at me, Paddy.
Yeah, do you know, I went to Turkey. I'd never been before. I went last year with my mates. We went on a little golfing trip with the cuddly toys. And I was the only person to come back from Turkey with less hair and yellower teeth. So everyone else is sat on the plane with it, bandanas on and then white teeth from the full hit. And I'm like, well, I've missed out here, but each to the rim.
Yeah. Right, listen, let's talk about your beloved Bolton, right? Because you're taking a 1-0 lead into the second leg. Is that enough of a cushion, do you think? Or are you going to be watching from behind the sofa tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely not enough of a cushion. Funnily enough, I bumped into Kevin Nolan and Big Sam the other day. And you know, like when you speak to someone who's involved in the game as much as they are, and I said to Big Sam, what do you think? And he was like, he was umming and ahhing, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, if he's not sure, then, you know, here we go kind of thing. But you've got to remain positive. It's Bolton, so anything can happen. I mean, I had my stag do at a Bolton game when we lost 5-0 at Wembley against Stoke. I mean, that was... If that wasn't an omen telling me something, I don't know what was. But yeah, so whenever I kind of get excited and it never works out, so I'm going to stay a typical football fan and look on the sort of negative side, so that if there is a positive, then they
shouldn't be in League One though, should they? I mean, no. Bolton last time they were in the Premier League 2012. I remember playing against Bolton, you know, look at the JJ Kochers and Nelka, Nolan, Campo. It's crazy, isn't it, to see where they are now?
I know, but you know that is the modern game, innit? And I think what I mean about that is like, you know, you can be flying as a club. You know, we were on the verge of going under. That was it. The club were finished. Thank God the consortium came in when they did. But that's modern football. You can be flying. I mean, look at Leicester. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You know, that stability goes from the club. You know, the owner leaves or whatever, or your manager goes and a few wrong decisions, and you will drop them down them leagues like no one's business. So it's a tough old game, innit, running a football club, as we know. But the money side of things and everything else, that seems to be your guarantee these days to sort of stay higher up in the leagues.
Paddy, we've seen in the past, most recently actually, a lot of Hollywood superstars, famous people invest in football clubs. Genuine question. You ever thought about not buying Bolton, but you ever thought about investing in them, or in even maybe a smaller club locally to you?
Do you know, I have thought about like a grassroots level, because I love football. We all love football, and if you go to a grassroots game, oh, it's entertaining. It's proper. So I have thought about that, but it's one of them ones where you have that idea when you've had a few pints, and then when you sober up, you go, "I'll leave it, lads. Let's leave it." But when they were on the verge of going under, I remember there was a news story going around that me, Peter Kay, and Amir Khan were supposed to be getting involved in it, but that was like just typical press stuff, really. So that wasn't the case.
Paddy, we've nearly got to say goodbye to you. Before we do, Soccer Aid's coming up. Are you playing in that again?
Last one this time, Andy.
Why?
Last one, pal.
Whose decision? Are you retiring? Whose decision's that?
No, I'm 52, pal. And after Tevez put 4 past me,
that was unfair.
But, you know, at the end of the day, it's Carlos Tevez, so I'm going to do a little bit in the nets. I'm going to play out for a little bit, because that's how I started. I'll always be involved with Soccer Aid, but, you know, your knees tell you, don't they? Gabs knows that.
Yes.
You know the score. Your mind, you still love the game. You want to be involved with it, but your body lets you down.
Yeah. What surprised me the most about that? You're only 52. Is that what you said?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, 52. And I don't know if you noticed, the face of International Fitness magazine, Men's Health.
Yeah. How is that sick? We haven't talked about that. I mean, you looked unbelievable. Yes. Although what you did say, and I was like, there ain't no way. You went, yeah, all I've done is just I've changed my diet and I work out a bit. And I was like, yeah, it's so difficult to look as great as that, Paddy. What have you done?
Honestly, Andy, that was it. I think the fitness industry is $1 trillion industry, and the reason it's worth so much money is because everyone's looking for that magic kind of pill. But if you really strip it all back, it's just eat better, train, end of. That's it. And that's what I did 25 days. I mean, listen, I were up at every day, 6 a.m. on the treadmill, doing the sort of fat burning thing. Then I trained 5 days a week, and then I did a bit of stretching at weekend. But, you know, the food is key to everything when you're doing it like that. You know, the training side of things, that's like kind of a really small percentage of it.
Yeah,
really.
they say a six-pack's made in the kitchen, right? Do you want to lift up your T-shirt just to show us where you're at with the six-pack?
Well, I am parked on a public highway, and that's how the rumours start.
No one will see. This sounds weird now. No one will see. Just lift up your T-shirt for me, Paddy.
Do you know what? This is like our conversations in real life.
I know.
He's always asking me to take my shirt off.
I bet he is.
The only difference is you do it for me late at night, don't you? Paddy, I'm a big fan of yours. Again, I'm so pleased you're doing Big Break. It's one of my favourite shows ever, and the fact you're presenting it is great.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers,
lads. I love the show. I always have talkSPORT on in the morning when I'm doing the school run.
And he's gone. I thought
he's dropped.
He's gone. He was going to show me his under his T-shirt, wasn't he? A big thanks to Paddy McGuinness. That show's going to be great, by the way.
Love him though. Funny.
Yeah, me too. Right, still to come on the Breakfast Show.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Yeah, big thanks to Paddy McGuinness again. And I'll tell you what, the guests, they continue. The big name guest in the 9 hour will be talking to a man who's won it all, Man United legend. Rio Ferdinand will be with us to discuss his former teammate Michael Carrick and whether or not he should be given the gig at Old Trafford full time. And the Scottish penalty debate is rumbling on. We'll get both sides of that argument next. That was our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
James Corden is with us in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning, James.
So happy to be here.
It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm really well. Yeah, I'm very good.
Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
It's lovely. We've got so much to talk to you about.
For sure.
Before we talk about football, right?
Yes.
I was just going over old stuff that you've done, right?
Mm.
And I was watching with my producer Ollie this morning when you did the Sports Personality of the Year. I think it was 09, 07, I can't remember. It was nearly 20 years ago. And you stood up in front of everyone, right?
Yes.
You gave, as Smithy, you gave this massive speech.
Smithy won Coach of the Year.
And I said to producer, he's got a good memory, right? How nerve-wracking must that have been for you? Was that just insane? Did you have autocue now? Or was that...
Well, yeah, no, there was a prompter, but the issue was with that is we shot that 8 minutes before they went live for Sports Personality, so we only had one. We could only do it once.
Yeah.
From the standing up in the crowd, the walking through, doing all the stuff. So also, we had to make sure that lots of people were in the audience because as Sports Personality, they all wait in this room before they go out, and we had to go up to like Freddie Flintoff, and what we had to say to him, we had to go, Freddie, we're going to do this thing. Don't laugh along,
okay?
Because it can't look like it's like a sort of roast monologue.
Yeah,
which is why Freddie's such a brilliant actor. Looks so angry in that we just make out like it's real. Don't just laugh along when we start saying all these things to different people. And the only instruction I was given was you can't.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pitodry on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well. but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 minutes past 9. Welcome back to the Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Arnold Clark. Buy a used car and get a free 2-year service plan. Plus, get an extra £500 when you part exchange. Shop the upgrade event today. Still to come, we're going to discuss last night's VAR controversy of Park Celtic awarded a last-minute penalty to save their Scottish Premiership title chances. 03717223344 is the number to dial. Let us know what you think of the incident. Kenny, the Hearts fan, he said this earlier on today.
The whole of Scotland knows that this goes on the whole time. How many games actually go to 98 minutes? Now, if you look at the trajectory of the ball, it's clearly a header.
Well, that's what we think. Is there a big club bias? Have Hearts been robbed, or was the decision correct? You know the number to ring. This is what the Hearts boss, Derek McInnes, he thinks of that decision.
I'd heard there was a 96-minute penalty. I didn't need to ask who for. And it was going to VAR. Obviously, it's Celtic have scored. Having seen it, it feels like us against everybody. It's when you see the two that we didn't get at the weekend, and then you see that. I thought I was missing something when I was watching it. I had to ask, what am I looking for here? So, no, it's actually quite disgusting, to be honest.
Quite disgusting.
Strong words there.
Yeah, very strong. Let's get the thoughts of a Celtic fan now. She was on the Sports Bar last night.
Oh.
Yeah, she was quite animated, I think is the word I'm looking for. She's talkSPORT's weekend breakfast host. A very good morning to the wonderful Shabana. Good morning, Shaban.
Good morning, Shaban.
Good morning, Andy. Morning, Gabby. What a treat to have you both with us this week. How are you?
We're good. Did you see Gabby with his new haircut earlier on?
He looked stunning.
Thank you,
honestly,
Shaban.
a 10 out of 10 now.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard work with hair, though, isn't it? It gets in your face, and it's hard.
Well, think
Difficult.
about me, babes, with all my extensions.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah.
I need to go and get my roots done next week and then get my extension. You've not got problems. I think I'd rather have you burn it, Gabby.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Someone said you look like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. I thought it was bang on.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Right, let's cut to the chase, Shaban. You genuinely, hand on heart, think it was a penalty in a handball, right?
Yeah, I obviously it's through the Celtic tinted specs as well, but I think if it's for anybody's club, quite clearly It's a handball. I can't see it any other way. I woke up this morning. I've just got the kids out to school. I'm so overstimulated by this conversation, what I've been listening to the radio this morning, what I'm seeing on social media, that it's clearly a header when he's clearly got his hand up on his forehead and the ball comes off the heel of his hand. That's all I can see. I'm not going to change my opinion on it. It's a hand
Do you think, though, Shaban, that a hand that's open like that has got enough power in it for the ball to go so far?
Well, there's some brilliant good Celtic fans out in the streets last night at Glasgow. When was the last time you saw the kids out in the street playing football? It doesn't really happen anymore. People are out putting this theory, to the test. I think you two could get a ball, maybe try it on air after the studio. Just throw that ball, put the heel of your hand up to your head and see if the ball comes off it and see how far it goes. It's not that hard to try. I mean, I saw Jeff Stelling's tweet last night, him even saying, that's a still picture. Still doesn't say anything. I'm like, no. It actually shows the hand on the ball. It's a hand ball. Simple as that. I don't know why anyone's trying to take it away from them, say it's corruption, all this kind of nonsense. Hearts, nothing's been taken away from Hearts. So for Derek McInnes to come out and say it's disgusting, I think is a bit full on. Shows me that he's nervous for the weekend, and actually he should be.
Oh,
Shaban,
come on, Shaban.
Let me ask you. Right? Let me ask you. If while we were having this conversation, they released a new angle which showed categorically 100% whether or not it was handball, like factually, and you hadn't seen it yet, and I said we've got it. We're going to play, but before we play it, will you bet your entire life on the fact you're right? Would you have that bet?
How I currently stand now, yeah.
Okay, because it's not a handball. It hit his head.
So show me.
Well, I mean, you're on the phone at the moment. I don't know how you want me to do this. I mean, legally, I can't show you.
I've got it on FaceTime. I just sent in a picture to you guys.
I've got it here, Shaban. I'm going to show it him.
Yeah. So you're showing me a still of the ball hitting his head with his hand next to it, is what I see.
No, Andy.
Hold on. That's not categorically. No, but that's not.
Take your glasses off. Put them back on.
But let me ask you this. But categorically, factually, that's a side view of it, and you can't 100% tell me that the ball is hitting his hand and not say.
See, Andy, his fingers are on the ball.
Let me ask you this:
his fingers are on the ball.
They're not. Is it possible? Is it possible that his hand is not touching the ball? Is that possible?
For me, no. For me, I see a hand on the ball. I don't know why you're trying to convince me otherwise. His hand is on the ball. It's simple, guys.
Can I ask you, if I got a football and Gabby took a picture from the side, do you think I could recreate that and not touch the ball?
I don't know. I don't really care. To be honest, it's a penalty. We're going down to the final day. Go and try it in the corridor. But acting like a ball can't come off the heel of your hand and go far. It can.
It can't.
Of course it can.
That far, though.
It can't go 40 yards into Rose Ed, can it? It just
Guys,
can't.
Go and try it. Go and try it. Have a look. Other people are trying it online.
Okay, we'll try it in the break.
Don't try and it's not really my problem that we're in this situation. I was like everyone else watching it at home last night. Okay, that decision was given. For me, it's a handball. You've asked me what I think about it. 100%, it's a handball. If it were for Rangers last night, if it for Hearts last night, if it's not down, it's just a handball.
Let me ask you this: if you thought it wasn't a handball, would you still say it was? Because the result has been given, so it doesn't. You can't go back in time. So if you thought actually it's really not a handball, would you tell us?
If I didn't think it was a handball, I wouldn't say it's a handball, guys. I think I'm kind of straight as they come.
Shaban, even forget yesterday. There's been talk from a lot of other supporters that Celtic have had a lot of decisions this season in recent weeks. I'm sure Chris Boyd last night, watching the game afterwards, said that the last 3 games have been decisions that have gone their way. Do you believe that? Is there a bias to Celtic?
No, I mean, so many people were saying that this corruption's been going on for years. I heard the caller to the sports bar last night.
Yeah.
Celtic have been the dominant team for how many years, as have Rangers. This is an unprecedented season, and I have loved every second of it, and I've never wanted it more because of what we've seen from Hearts this season. They've thrown an absolute rocket or two up the rest of the league. They've shocked us all. The Tony Bloom effect, the job that McInnes has done, the players that he's got, hats off to them. This isn't corruption because nothing's won yet. Nothing's been won yet. Celtic, I've said it all along, we have had the gods on our side. St. Martin O'Neill, we've had the gods on our side. We really have. But last night was a handball. It was a
If
handball.
Celtic go on and win the league, will you feel sorry for Hearts at all?
No. No. What do you think
Seeing
this
a different
is?
side. Seeing different sides of Shabana, aren't we?
No,
Guys,
She's not like that,
guys,
everyone. She's lovely in real life.
Lovely, lovely woman.
Lovely.
Why
Too
would
nice,
I
if
feel
anything.
sorry for them? They've had a great season.
Mm.
Tony Bloom wanted this in 10 seasons. He's nearly got it in his first. I'll continue living my life if Hearts don't win this season. Do you know, it's been absolutely incredible. I've loved it. But Rangers only went out of it last week. Celtic are in it to the final day against Hearts, who've been absolutely incredible. But last night was a handball, fair and square. That's it. No need to read into it. No need for corruption.
Do you know what?
Case closed.
Do you know what? I've been arguing all morning. I just don't feel comfortable arguing with you on this one. I think I'd lose.
No. It's not safe for us.
Correct answer, Andy. Love you guys. Take care.
Have a lovely day. You'll be a brave man to argue with Siobhan. Let's speak to Craig. He's a Rangers fan. Maybe he will. I'm sure he will. Hello, Craig.
Good morning, Craig.
Morning, guys. Morning. The fact that I'm a Rangers fan, actually, I know you're going to laugh at this, is irrelevant. I'm phoning because I'm a grassroots referee, so I've only been doing it 3 years, but I actually pride myself in the fact that I understand the laws of the game. You know, a lot of people can sort of slag me off a little bit in games because, I tend to quote the laws when I penalise a player. But I think it's important to do that, and I think the laws on this one are actually really straightforward. The first bit of the handball law is that not every time the ball hits the hand will it be a handball.
True.
The key is a punishable handball. Now, then the law is also really clear that it can only be a punishable handball if it's a deliberate handball, or if the hand or arm is outside the silhouette of the body,
right, yeah.
i.e., making the body unnaturally bigger. Now, I think if you remove the Motherwell player's hand in the situation, where does the ball hit next? The ball is then hitting the head. So let's say the ball does hit the hand. That doesn't mean it's a handball. Because if you take the hand away, it hits his head. So it's not making his body unnaturally bigger. Therefore, if you just apply the laws, it's factually not a handball.
All right, thanks for your call. I'm looking at the picture now. I don't even think it is a handball. I think that's
to the side,
an illusion. Yeah, that's a side view.
Yeah, it's to the side.
I could hold a football to your head. You put your hand up, and then I'll take a picture and it look like that.
Yeah,
I just don't think it is. And I've not got a dog in the fight.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a neutral, but I don't think it was a penalty.
Okay. Keep calls coming in. 0371 722 344. Some big names join us. Rio Ferdinand joins us in 15 minutes. But coming up, we're going to be joined by a brilliant musician, huge Arsenal fan, Professor Green. It's 9:16. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on talkSPORT.
It's going to be a fun run. I mean, with the Premier League, I think it really is in our hands now. I can't see us giving it away with our remaining fixtures, especially Burnley at home next Monday night, which I will be going to.
Yeah, I feel as well, Man City will drop points. I really believe it. Bournemouth away. Iriola's last game, home game of the season, and they're fighting for Champions League. That's a tough game for Man City.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. If obviously Aston Villa go and win the Europa League final, doesn't that open
sixth place? Yeah.
Yeah. So Bournemouth have got it all to fight for.
Because Brighton have got two winnable games behind them as well, so they know they probably need 2 wins. Bournemouth.
Yeah, Brighton have been in great form as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But guys, I've got to tell you, and I know you guys have probably already been told, but a lot of rival fans listening to this are going to think I'm crazy. I actually, a few weeks ago, had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed on my forearm.
No,
I don't believe you.
I really have. It's on my TikTok page. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of it, am I?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, so if for anyone listening, it's called Arsenal.overflow. And yeah, you'll find it on TikTok. It's pinned at the top of my profile. I had Mikel Arteta's face tattooed alongside Thierry Henry and Emirates Stadium in the background because I do believe in this man. I do believe he is the one that's going to get us over that line, get us the trophies. And once these come in this season, I think we're just going to keep on going. Then I think the next couple of seasons we'll continue winning a lot more silverware.
Get ready to get that winning feeling with talkSPORT Win, because we're giving one lucky listener the chance to win a massive £25,000. Oh my God! Go to talksport.com/win to enter now, and you could win 25 grand in your hand, tax free.
Oh, that's incredible!
Get that winning feeling, courtesy of talkSPORT Win.
Thank you very much.
Find out how to enter now at talksport.com/win. Morning, everyone. 9:20. It's the Breakfast Show on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor. Lots of people talking about this penalty saga in Scotland last night. Just a voice note from Carl Frampton. Now, usually I play it, but he's gone potty mouth on me. He's not happy with it.
Is he a Rangers man? You know?
I'm guessing he's.
Is he?
He's not for Celtic. If some of the words, I had to Google some of the words. I had no idea what they meant. Let's continue this. We're waiting for Professor Green to come on our show. While we do that, Tom is a Celtic fan. He's up next. Thomas, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tom.
Hello, boys.
How are you, man? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I have a few points. One.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's a penalty. A video has just launched of an official photographer, and it's clear as day.
A still picture, yeah.
Yeah. Which obviously doesn't prove enough, but it's
No.
done. But more importantly, when Martin O'Neill came in the first time, there was an 8-point gap. And this time there was a 7-point gap. Darren McInnes should probably look at his own team bottling 15-point lead and not blame VAR.
Hold on a minute. I mean, one's Celtic, one of the biggest supported clubs in the world, and one's Little Old Hearts.
Right. But
I don't think you can compare. I mean, everything down to the players' wages, the budget, the war chest supposedly for transfers, etc. I mean, you can't compare the two.
I think the problem you got, Tom, as well, is so many neutral fans are saying it's not a penalty.
Yeah, and I have the green tinted glasses on as well. But they've bottled a 15-point lead against the.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. Tom, that's irrelevant. It could be 115-point lead. You got to look at that incident last night. Was it a handball? And it wasn't.
Yeah, personally, yeah. But of course, I got a bit of bias. However, from all the angles, it does look like it is one.
Okay, all right. Let's go to Jim. He's a Rangers fan. Jim, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jim.
Morning. How are you?
Yeah, we're very well. How are you today?
Okay, fine. It's never a penalty. The ball travels about 25 yards. If it had hit his hand, it would have landed about 2 or 3 yards away.
Yeah,
I'm a Rangers fan, but Rangers have been murdered. They didn't deserve nothing, but I feel sorry for Hearts. I think they've had 5 decisions went against them in the last 2 games.
Do you think there's a bias towards Celtic in Scotland?
100%. Where in world football, 2 rivals Do you know Rangers have had 11 goals disallowed against Celtic in 3 seasons? Just against Celtic.
Okay.
And 10 of them were dubious.
Okay. I mean, we need them in front of us to make that decision.
Yes.
That will run and run and run. Of course it will. We'll go back to that. In fact, Rio Ferdinand joins us in 10 minutes. We'll get his view on that. We might even get the view of our next guest, but we're going to turn our attention to football south of the border because Man City may have beaten Palace 3-0 last night, but I don't think any Arsenal fan is worrying about the title. Or are they? I'm delighted to say we're joined by this brilliant musician and massive gooner.
This ain't so stereotypical, man. Not for a stereotypical man. It should be me that wants to get rid of you. Instead, it's you that don't give a damn. It was meant to be a one-night thing. Nothing more than a little one-night fling. Now when I'm in need, you're the one-night ring. I need you tonight. But she's playing hard to get.
Yeah, I'm delighted to say we're joined now by rapper, singer, songwriter, TV personality and big Gooners fan. As we say hello and good morning to Professor Greed. Morning, Professor Greed.
Good morning, mate.
Morning, morning, morning. How are you?
We're good, man. We're very well. How are you?
I'm good. Just on the example tour, so slightly worse for wear, having slept on the tour bus last night. But other than that, all good.
Do you know what? I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say you look fresh
Slept
as a
on the
daisy.
tour bus. Well, I probably feel a bit fresher than everyone else. I went to bed. I can't say the same for everyone else.
Okay. Can you get to bed on a tour bus? Surely everyone's up.
Well, you can get into bed.
That's where it ends, is it? Headphones on. Right,
Yep.
Listen, we've got lots to talk to you about your team. We're down to the wire in the title race. Do you finally believe, is it coming home, so to speak?
It feels like it. It does. I mean, I don't follow football in a way that I used to, but, you know, it will always and forever be Arsenal. It would be amazing if they did. The double would be amazing. And we've got a World Cup coming up as well, wouldn't we? So who knows? Could be a great year for football.
If Arsenal do win the Premier League, they have to go and win multiple now, don't they? Like Manchester City have, with the squad of players they've got.
Do you know what? I think the win would carry him. That kind of confidence that would come from winning the league, I think would carry through. I hope it does anyway.
You got Burnley on Monday night, a game you can hear live on talkSPORT. Is it the kind of game that maybe perhaps in the past you would have been a bit nervous about?
I'm nervous anyway, to be honest. I'm like, I walk around normally going, I've got no emotional attachment to it anymore. I can watch a game and it doesn't affect my day, win or lose, but you get this close to win a title and it starts to feel a bit different.
Arsenal win the Premier League or England win the World Cup. You have to choose one, mate.
Oh, mate, don't make me choose that. I'm not one for sitting on the fence, not least of all because it's
I think
uncomfortable.
we have to push you on.
Oh, mate. I'm going to have to say, I met David Seaman the other day. I don't know what would he want? Arsenal to win the league. Sorry.
Oh. Do you know what?
No, England to win the World Cup. I don't know.
I was going to say, so many football fans that really surprised me by saying their club. For me, without any shadow of a doubt, it's England winning the World Cup. But that might be different as a Man United fan. I've seen my team win it.
Do you know what? Listen, England need it. I think we need something to unify us all. I'm going to go with the World Cup.
On,
I think we need something to bring us all together.
Have you booked your flights for the Champions League final yet?
I haven't, mate. Unfortunately, I'm working. I've got gigs now. The summer has already started for me, so I'm not able to get away.
Okay. Will you be on stage when the match is happening?
Be on the odd walk. Will I be? We're actually, do you know what? We've got the last gig of the Example Tour is in Manchester on the 24th, which is our last game.
Okay. So you can maybe watch it then. It's not the greatest line in the world. I do apologise. There's a horrible delay. I'll let you go in a second, but before I let you go, it's not your fault, don't worry. Onto your outdoor clothing link up with Clothing Store Blacks, because I'm told 3 in 4 people in the UK wearing outdoor clothing in everyday settings. Tell us a bit more about this.
Mate, fashion, whether it's functional or fashionable, whatever your choice to wear it for is, everyone is wearing outdoor gear, and I'm an outdoorsy guy. Whether it's walking a dog, being out with my son, the clothing's very practical for when you've got a young kid as well, because they're inevitably quite messy. And I think everyone's starting to. I mean, I've worn outdoor gear for years. It's always done me well at festivals, not least of all at Glastonbury.
Yes.
There's some quite good photos of me from Glastonbury 2016 in a red jacket, but I'm forever in outdoor gear. And Blacks has just had a good refresh. I was just down at their store in Brighton that they've just opened, picking all my favourite bits off of the rails, and the selection is online for everyone to go and have a nose at, and buy the same clothes that I took, but hopefully not bump into me wearing them. That'd be awkward.
Listen, thank you so much for coming on. Not the greatest line in the world. I do apologise,
Yes,
but
thank you, mate.
always appreciate it. Thanks for your time, pal.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks. There you go. Rapper, singer, songwriter, TV personality, huge Arsenal fan, Professor Green with us there. Weird that the line was perfect for him telling us about his clothing range, wasn't it? But for Arsenal chat, we couldn't even hear him. Right, the big guests keep on coming on talkSPORT. How about this? The legend that is Ali McCoy is going to be with us at 10 to 10 this morning. Hopefully his voice will be with us as well. Next up is Michael Carrick, the man to bring the glory days back to Manchester United. We'll ask his former teammate Rio Ferdinand joins us live on The Breakfast Show right after this.
Ben White is to miss the rest of Arsenal's season and is set to be ruled out of the World Cup. A suspected knee ligament injury for Ben. He picked it up on Sunday. I think it was a 50-50, wasn't it? With Somerville of West Ham. Now, up until now, Tuchel has ignored Trent Alexander-Arnold since his move to Real Madrid this summer. Could it be goodbye Ben and hello Trent? What do you think?
My gut feeling is Tuchel just doesn't fancy Trent, no matter who's fit or not, to be honest. From a defensive point of view, that's how it feels. The recent squad, he had 36, and he didn't put him in, so I don't see why I'd be putting him in now.
You think he's decided he's not going to be featured?
Feels that way.
Yeah,
I might be completely wrong, but
no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be going. It's a shame for Ben White because he seems to be in a good books for Tuchel, and he's just started to get his form back a little bit, playing regularly because Timber's injury. He's decent player.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know Gary Neville had a little criticism of the way he made that tackle. I kind of make him right in a way, but the problem you've got now, because I missed the final once by dangling a leg. Rio come through me hard, Rio Ferdinand, the way it leads it was, and I did my ligaments, missed the final because of it. And I look back on the tackle and think, yeah, I should have gone in full tilt. Problem you've got now with the way the rules are, especially with the follow-through rule, even if you go in full tilt and you do get the ball, but you catch someone on the way through,
and you get a red card.
Yeah, it actually encourages you to be a bit more tentative.
So what is it when you're going in fairly committed, but don't end up truly committed?
Yeah.
I mean, Gary Neville said Ben White just hangs his leg there. It's poor. He's got to be stronger than that.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Welcome back to the talkSPORT Breakfast Show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby, Agbonlahor and Arnold Clark. It's the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. Right, time to talk about my beloved Manchester United. It broke yesterday that Michael Carrick is edging closer to becoming the permanent manager of the club. talkSPORT understands. Let's get the views now of someone that knows exactly what it's like to win the Premier League. He's done it 6 times, would you believe, a major trophy winner with Man United. The legendary defender Rio Ferdinand joins us live on the Breakfast Show. Morning, Rio.
Morning, Rio.
Hiya, guys. How you doing? Great show, guys. How you doing? Keep it up. I love it.
Thank you, mate. Very kindly. I was just told before I saw you, you look very handsome this morning.
Mate, I've just rolled out of bed. I've not even had a shower yet. I am absolutely... I'm in a bad way, I've got to be honest with you. I've been travelling for 2 days.
Oh, my. Are you back home now? Where are you? Where's home for you at the moment?
Well, home's Dubai, but right now I'm back in the UK.
Okay. Well, you look good, and the fact we haven't got scratch and sniff radio means we'll be okay for the next 10 minutes. We've got so much to talk to you about. Obviously, Man United's going to be at the top of that list, but before we move on to that, I have to ask you about the big incident last night, the Celtic, the handball. Was it handball in your view?
No. It was a terrible decision. VAR's all over the shop. It's all over the shop. Do you know what? Even the game against, I don't want to keep going back to it, but the game Arsenal-West Ham game, West Ham could go down because of this, right? That's a massive result, right, for Arsenal, and good luck to them. But VAR, do you know what needs to happen? Is the geezer or the guys that are actually making the decision should have to come out and explain themselves after the game to make it clear. It's faceless. So when it's not faceless, I don't care what you say. Human nature makes you think about things a little bit differently. Like, I've got to face the public here. I better make sure I get this right. There's no. You got to get it right. And I think the way that it is at the moment, it's better for us as well. Where as people that commenting on football and talking about it like you guys as well, we want to see a face to this. We want to see who we can blame. I want to blame someone.
I don't know why this rule exists, but for some reason there is a rule that doesn't allow ex-pros onto the VAR committee, if you like. Do you think that is insane? That for incidents like the one you're talking about at the London Stadium, like the one last night with Celtic, do you think you desperately need an ex-pro alongside you to tell you what really happens on the field? Yeah,
I just think it's if anything can help the situation and make things easier for the officials, why are you turning it away? Just answer that question. Why would you turn around something that can help you with a solution for the problems that are occurring on a regular basis at this level?
I think as well, Rio, I think ex-players should be in there because they've been there on the pitch. They know certain situations. If a player's like blagging a free kick there or a penalty and he's dived, you just go into another referee, isn't it, VAR, who's given a different opinion?
Yeah, I totally agree. I 100%. And it's another job for the boys. Why don't we get it sorted? Just put a petition up. Get a petition sorted and get the guy back in work.
Would you do it, Rio?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to be. I didn't like referees when I played, and I don't like them anymore now.
Yeah, you don't want to sit next to one at Stockley Park, do you? For an hour and a half.
No, not at all.
No,
not in a stuffy room in Stockley Park.
We've got so much to talk about with United, but just staying with your former club, West Ham. Do you think they're down?
Well, I think it's going to be hard now. I mean, I love that club. That is a club where I grew up. It's the club where I made my name. It gave me all the opportunities in football. Like it's Gabby, you know what it's like. Where you grew up as a kid, and those memories listen, I've got loads of memories of West Ham when I played in the first team, but some of the best memories and the most ingrained memories are when I'm on the coach journeys, on the trains and the buses to training, like in the rain, and their coaches that are given their lives to you as a young player to make it as a pro. So I'm ingrained in that club, and my brother obviously played there. My nephew's now playing there. Like, it's an unbelievable football club, and I'll be so sad to see West Ham go down. But I do think they're in the thick of it. It's going to be difficult, and they're going to need some miracles that are produced in the next couple of games.
That's what annoyed me about the disallowed Callum Wilson goal, because people will say it's a foul, but there's so many different fouls going on in that box. And what a finish from Callum Wilson. Yeah. Fans celebrating. Yeah. Arsenal fans were walking out the stadium because they were disappointed in the goal. And you wait 5 minutes and it's, no, I'm not having that disallowed goal. I think it's frustrating, Rio.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think, listen, okay, there's so many factors to it. Like, I think it was such a clear situation that you go, there's so much fouls going on, you can't call one without calling the other. Like, it's just like, you just got to let that go, because that's what's been going on through the season anyway. And also, you look at it and go, how is this taking 5 minutes? Do you know how long 5 minutes? I could put the kettle on, go on to the fridge, get the milk out, get some sugar, fill the cup up, then wait for it to pop, pour it, stir it, have a sip, and I'd still be doing it quicker than the VAR decision was made.
Surely you've got someone that makes your tea, though, right?
Well, yeah, my missus is good at making a cup of tea.
Oh, but he's definitely got the taps as well.
He's got the hot taps. He's got the hot tap, yeah.
Without doubt. I'm talking old school.
I know you
when
are.
It's whistling, the kettle's whistling.
Yeah, back in the day, right? Listen, let's talk to you about Man United. Michael Carrick they're open talk supposedly with him. What's your view on that? Is he a long-term project manager, or is this just new manager bounce?
Well, I think there ain't an answer to that. No one knows the answer. I think it's he's earned the right to get an opportunity to manage Manchester United. We have to remember that Michael Carrick was brought into the football club, and Man United were 15th in the league. And people were going, you know what, I just hope he keeps us out of the relegation battle. I hope we just stay up now. Be happy to stay up. He's taken us to third convincingly, and we were looking closer to second than anywhere near the relegation pack, right? So it's just on that merit alone, he deserves an opportunity. So for anybody I keep hearing saying, oh, he's this, he's that, we drew against Sunderland the other day away. It's been a tough place for many teams to go through this season.
Yeah.
And a away trip in the Premier League is no gimme. No. So he's done a magnificent job. He deserves the opportunity. He deserves to get some resources put behind him to go in a transfer window. I think Man United have been very good in the last transfer window or two. So if that can continue and he gets some more players to reinforce his squad, and I get the questions are there's going to be more games next season. So he just has to work it. He has to work that out. He's worked the opportunity to work that out. That's not a stick to beat him with, I don't think. Give him the opportunity.
Rio, would he be your first choice?
He would be my first choice, given the lack of options that are around there right now. Given what he's done and the lack of options, the only people that I would have been looking at it seriously and going, you know what, regardless of what he's done, I think the Luis Enrique. If he came up for grabs, he's the manager of the current Champions League winners, the current team that are in there to win it for back-to-back titles, and of the best team on the planet, right? And he's a great manager. If he's available, I don't care what Michael Carrick's done, you take him because of what he's achieved, okay? But everyone else, Carlo Ancelotti's re-signed at Brazil. Tuchel's re-signed with England. Who else is jumping off the page that you're going to go and convincingly, there'll be no question marks really, I'm going to go with them wholeheartedly. There's no one else. So all this people like gesturing and going, yeah, but Carrick's, just get behind the guy. He's earned the right and give him a chance.
I think as well, like you said, his record, 15 games, won 10, drawn 3, lost 2. I agree he deserves it. What positions do you think Manchester United got to strengthen in though, Rio? And what players would you say they've got to try and get rid of?
Well, Casemiro's going. I mean, if you haven't seen my interview with him on my channel, Rio Presents, go and have a look at it. He's done his farewell.
I was going to mention that at the end, but we'll go back to we'll go back to it in a bit.
I'll just reply to Jamie Carragher. I love that part.
Yeah,
yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely. It was funny. That wasn't even preempted. But anyway, yeah, just on Casemiro's leaving, he's going to be a huge miss because he's experienced, his ability, what he's achieved, what he's meant to the team, goals that he's scored. They've got to find a replacement for that. And I think you've got to go with someone immediately who's tried and tested in the Premier League, knows the terrain of the Premier League. And I think Anderson jumps off the page for me. I think he adds energy, legs, robustness. and that Premier League experience. And I think he's playing international football now. I think he'll probably start in the England World Cup team for the first games, and then see how that goes. But I think he'll be a great addition. There's a kid called Keith Smith who I absolutely love. He's at AZ Alkmaar. Not many people listening probably know him, but go and check this kid out at AZ Alkmaar. He's a Dutch kid, midfielder. He wouldn't be one I'd buy to go in and start immediately because he's too young and inexperienced, but I wouldn't want to miss out on him because I think you need to get 2 or 3 in that area. And then you've got a load of other players like Wharton, Baleba still, Edison, the kid at Atlanta who's been there for a while. I mentioned him about 2 or 3 years ago to buy him. I would have took him. His age now may be something that the recruitment team aren't looking at. But yeah, listen, it's not an easy situation because all those players I've mentioned, there's other teams in for them, so it's going to be a hard window. But I think the fact Man United have got Champions League football is a massive plus now.
If he does get the job full-time, Michael Carrick, what should his aim realistically be for next season?
Champions League football.
Not a trophy?
Yeah, Champions League football and a type of trophy would be definitely something that you have to aim for. But I don't think that's if he gets Champions League football again and Man United don't win a trophy, I don't think it's, oh my God, what a failure. I think, again, it's consolidating what we've achieved on this season. The big uplift that we've had from 15th to where we are now, that's a huge swing in points. I think Michael Carrick, if from the day he took over to where we are now, he'd be top of the league, wouldn't he?
Yes, I saw that league table. Yeah, you're right.
Like and people are still doubting and going, oh my God, what he can't be. And the inexperience, he's never managed these type of players. He's never managed a top club. Pep Guardiola, I know he had Messi and all those guys as well, but he still had to nurture that. But he'd never managed a team before. Luis Enrique at Barcelona, the same. Never managed a team. Mikel Arteta, where did he manage before Arsenal? Never been a manager. He was assistant at Man City.
Yeah.
Like, people are trying to beat him with his stick that and then you go, well, other people are okay to get away with it. Well, I think in terms of an audition, I don't think anyone could have done any better in an audition than what Michael Carrick has done at Manchester United.
He couldn't have done. Agreed. Listen, let's just quickly, while we've got you, move on to the World Cup. Not too long to wait now. England's chances, how do you rate them?
I think we'll go deep in the tournament. I think we've got some hugely experienced players that are going deep in tournaments in club football, domestically winning things as well, which is good. This group of players, again, they know how to go deep in a tournament. I think that carries a lot of weight, and so that gives me a lot of belief. And I think we've got a manager who has won. We've got a manager who knows how to win. He's won big things, knows how to manage big players. And I think one of the big things that everyone's talking about on the pitch, and that's, I think, going to take care of itself. The manager, he's been paid a lot of money to deal with that, and I think he will deal with that. But as important, I think, is the manager being able to deal with the media. I think our media are very, very strong, influential. Can he withstand the pressures of having to pick certain names, etc.? That's going to be a big thing up for discussion and talking points during the tournament. But I think if anyone's going to be... Go on, mate.
What about the conditions? We've had Lampard, Gerrard and Scholes on recently, and was it Japan where it was tough, the weather conditions for the players?
Yeah, I mean, I remember Scholesy looking at the shaded areas, but probably about a 5x5 square. He didn't move out in the warm-up.
Was that in the airport?
Yeah, in the warm-up against Brazil, he wouldn't move out of that little spot. But he was obviously he's ginger, so it's understandable. But it is a concern for me. I was in LA about 3 weeks ago, and it's not even at its hottest. It's not even where it's going to be. It was unbearable. Like, so the heat in some parts of Mexico, in the States especially, obviously Canada as well, it's going to be really tough. And I think that's going to be something to be considered as well. Are our players capable of working at the level they need to work at the time we need them to over those games during this World Cup to be successful? And I think that could be, I think it's an undoing in certain teams and certain situations. I just hope it's not going to be the case for us.
Rio, listen, thank you so much for coming on.
Yes, thank you, mate.
Just a quick mention, your podcast, your wonderful chat with Casemiro, it's already out, right? People can download that and watch it.
Yep, go on there. There's loads on there. Turn your notifications on and stay a part of it. Good luck, guys. Great show, man.
Cheers, Rio. Appreciate it, mate.
So it's always good.
Thanks, Rio. Very kind. Have a great day.
See you, mate. See you guys.
How good's that? The wonderful Rio Ferdinand. Go watch that interview with Casemiro. It's brilliant. It's great. Next up, we're going to turn our attention to what happened last night and find out if Ali McCoy is still seething. Join us right after this, live on The Breakfast Show.
cable work.
Oh, is it? Okay, so, yeah. This is Never Ever by All Saints, but why are we playing it, I hear you ask? Well, I think this is nuts, what I'm going to tell you now. I was out Saturday night, with our friends John and Emma, right? Went for a curry. And, you all right?
Sorry.
Turn it up, he wants more of it. Turn it up a bit.
Sorry, no, carry on, sorry.
Go on.
Ready?
Here we go, you got a good bit now. Come on. Vocabulary runs through my head. The alphabet runs right from... Oh, he's going to struggle with that. Oh, you got it.
What's a tune, by the way?
So I was out with my friends on Saturday night. I went out for a curry. And John's wife, Emma, said to me, I've never, ever, bearing in mind she's our age, right? I mean, I'm a little bit older than you. Ever had a cup of tea or coffee. And I went, I don't believe you.
I don't believe that.
And she said, I don't want to quote the All Saints, I promise you I've never ever. And I went, yeah, you must, like, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
I've never, ever
Really?
had a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And I find that insane.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah. That is bizarre, isn't it? Now, when I was talking...
Chris O'Dowd! When you get the offer to be the voice of a sheep...
Yes, you can only dream, really.
Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser! How much of rip does your husband in real life have about him?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's mad. He's
Kirsty and Phil!
Can we talk about one other thing?
We can talk about loads of things. It's an interview.
Wake up, it's a beautiful morning.
.52, we're nearly done. It's the breakfast show. It's me, Andy Goldstein, Gabby Agbonlahor, alongside Ali McCoy will be joining us in just a moment. I'm told his voice is rough after screaming at the telly last night.
Can you blame him?
No, I can't blame him. We'll speak to him in just a moment. Let's talk a tiny bit about Arsenal before he comes on our show. They host Burnley on Monday night, a game you can hear live and exclusive on talkSPORT, expecting, of course, to move within one game in that first Premier League title since 2004. Mikel Arteta has been speaking this morning, gave an update on Timber's fitness 16 days out from the Champions League final.
He wanted to be very close to the team. He's progressed a little bit in the last few days. He's feeling better. We're going to try to get him fit and available as quick as possible. But let's see. Obviously, he's been out now for a while, unfortunately. He's such an important player for us. We all know that. And he's doing everything that he possibly can to help the team in any capacity. And we know his leadership, his quality, and how much the team needs him. And, he's trying everything that he can.
How important is he to Arsenal for that game, do you think, Gabs?
I think it's really important, but the amount of players that they've got. I mean, Piers Morgan recently said best squad ever.
Yeah. What did you make of that?
I understand where he's coming from. He's not saying the best squad ever. He's saying since squads have been 25. So obviously before, when you've got the great Barcelona side, Real Madrid sides, they were probably 18, 19, 20.
But even if it's 25, it's still wrong, right? They're not the best.
Player for player.
I don't know, mate.
If you talk about the quality of each player, I can see where it's coming from. Well, it's that good. They sent Wanyeri on loan. He's a top player.
Yeah. Okay. We'll continue that chat on tomorrow's show, shall we? We can't leave our next guest waiting. Let's bring in a man who claimed on talkSPORT Breakfast last month that Celtic are, quote, running things up there. It's Rangers' all-time leading goal scorer.
Legends.
The nation's co-commentating darling. It's the superstar. I hope he's got a voice as we say good morning to Ali McCoy.
Ali, good morning.
Very good morning, boys. How are we? My throat's not at its best, but it's great to talk to you, boys.
Yeah. That throat, I'm guessing, from Shan at the telly last night.
Well, you read out my previous statement. Do I need to go any further on it? Andy, Gabby.
Wow.
A horrendous decision that has effectively, I think, once again, embarrassed Scottish football.
Ali, I was surprised, not surprised, but when I opened social media, so many neutral fans, neutral people calling it out about that is never a penalty. I mean, how does the referee, Ali, go over and literally 5 seconds turn penalty when you got the Callum Wilson incident? It took 5 minutes. He should have took longer, shouldn't he?
Well, I don't think I'm letting any secrets out the bag. Unfortunately, that referee has had experiences with Celtic fans as well, not good ones. And I think he's a human being that's went over there, and that might have been in his thinking as well, because he made that decision a few years ago, which was against Celtic, and the fans turned on him, and I don't think his life was very pleasant for a while. So I think that maybe, I'm just trying to think logically how he would make that decision. But equally, in VAR, guys, are we trying to tell each other that that is a clear and obvious error? Guys, come on. I spoke to about 6 or 7 of the guys on talkSPORT last night, and 5 of them mentioned the word corruption or cheating, which is unbelievable, right? I spoke to one of our ex-players and from talkSPORT literally 5 minutes ago, and he just said to me, the integrity of the game has to come into question after that decision. There you are.
Gabby, I'm sorry, Ali, there's so many eyes on that title showdown at the weekend. I was saying to Gabby at the top of the show that maybe perhaps they should get a different referee, an international referee that can't have any ties whatsoever to any club up there. Do you think that should happen?
I think it's probably too late for that, Andy, to tell you the truth. It's just an embarrassment we're having this conversation, actually, that we're thinking of bringing in referees from other countries, you know. It's such a shame. It is such a shame. But I think, if anything good has come out of it was that awful a decision that the whole country's taking notice. You know, if you're getting you boys talking about it, Gary Lineker talking about it, Jeff's getting off his head about it, everybody. I mean, it's as bad as it is, it might bring it, you know, to people's notice, because it was an appalling decision. And by the way, exactly on that spot on Saturday night, Hearts should have been given a penalty. The referee was asked to go over to the monitor. He did, and then never gave it. In the game, the Old Firm game, there's a clear red card, Alistair Johnston, which VAR doesn't get involved in. The first goal is offside. They don't look at that. So we are, guys, we are as well. We must get rid of VAR, particularly in Scotland, because instead of helping officials, it's making us look absolute clowns. We're a laughing stock.
Ali, what I saw when I watched it last night was, at first I thought maybe there's an elbow. Okay, let's have a look at the replay. And when you see it, obviously no elbow, but a straight hand, the ball can't go so far. Do you know what I mean? It's not possible, is it? So it's obviously not handball.
Gabby, you played the game, Andy. You watched the game. I mean, let's be honest about it. We know the way the ball comes off his head, it's not hit his arm. It's not deviated anyway at all. Plus, having spoken to a few referees, he is not making himself bigger because his hand is in front of his face. And the ball comes off his head and goes firing away in the direction. Listen, guys, we know it's not a penalty. It's sad that it's come to this. It really, really is sad. And in many ways, it's tarnished a little bit what has been a fantastic campaign where, you know, Hearts and Celtic in particular have taken it to the wire. Rangers obviously dropping off. I mean, you just look at the reaction. I mean, the ex-players that I've spoke to, boys, jeez, honestly, horrified.
Ali, listen, you need to get some Manuka honey down your throat there to sort out that.
Exactly, Andy boy. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, you look great, man. I'll see you next week on The Breakfast Show.
Love you, Ali, mate.
Love you, boys.
Top
Take
man.
care.
Thank you,
Have a
Ali.
good day, man. Have a good day.